Zone sizes are perfectly fine. It's just monster HP. Well, I can one-shot all the goddamn monsters, and I'm not having an ounce of goddamn fun because this thing is bigger than my I'm at the beginning! You want me to react to it? Because someone give me that link. I'll go over my thoughts on it. Many people are reporting that gameplay feels too slow. Sometimes this comes in the form of people saying that monster life is too high, or player damage is too low, or areas take too long. In this post, we will talk about some of the things we have already done and more of the changes we're planning on making. Huntress specific concerns. This is a big thing, right? One of the major concerns that we have seen for the Huntress is that a lot of the power of the class is locked behind the parrying mechanic. And some players do not wish to parry. Getting frenzy charges without parry is an option available to the class later on, but there are no early game options that don't involve parry. This is like, you made a class designed for parry. It is just the same thing as designing a class behind projectiles for Deadeye. Like, are you gonna cater to the people who go, I don't wanna play projectiles, but I wanna play Deadeye? No, fuck those, you're an idiot. You're picking a class that's a parry class. You should wanna play the parry class if you're gonna pick it. You should just make parry good instead of like catering to like bozos, right? Like, no one cares like you don't wanna parry. Go play fucking Stormweaver. There's a million options for you in the game. This is the mechanic behind the class. Why your first priority is to make parry good, not go around it, right? We want to give early game players an option to get frenzy charges without parry, but we have to be very careful not to make this too easy and remove the rewards for the parry combo. There are no rewards for the parry combo. Like, that's cooked. You don't get... Dear GGG, parry plus disengage plus flame spear at level 3 is less damage or about the same damage as me holding down auto attack 3 times. That is not acceptable in this video game. It is like what is that? How is that rewarding me? I might as well just turn my brain off and just hold down right click. And the option is not to nerf auto attack, man. Like, the option is to make it like, okay. In order to do this, we are adding a new skill on the second row of the spear called Cold the Weak. This skill is effectively the same as killing Palm on Monk, but for frenzy charges. If a Monk is in culling range, use Cold the Weak will charge the monster and kill it instantly, giving you a frenzy charge. What is the Monk skill called? Killing Palm? That's the total number of people that used it last league. Not even on a 5-link, just the total number of people. 32 in SSF. No one wants to do this either. That's not like, I can't believe you guys want to skip making parry good to cater to bozos who want to like fucking use killing palm. Like, no way, man, this is an option. No way this is like the best solution you came up with. Guys, it's so like, there is literally 2 retaliate things in PoE 1 and PoE 2 that people already can play. Number 1, what makes Retaliate Glad good in PoE? It does big damage. It AoEs. Like, people can retaliate, kill the pack of monsters and be like, okay, I feel good about using this. There was literally magma spray last league. You hit the parry. It's actually more of a parry mechanic than Amazon parry. You actually have to parry with your shield block, and it sprays the magma and AoEs the front of your screen, killing the pack of monsters. Why? It was rewarding. It AoE. It killed monsters. That is what you're looking for in a retaliation mechanic. Something that kills the monsters, not freaking whatever we have right now. Okay? It doesn't matter. If a player runs into a pack of 5 monsters, holds down parry, subjects themselves to risking heavy stun, and get off their parry or their retaliate, they should kill that pack of monsters, right? Given that their weapon is equal or similar to like what the power level of the zone is, right? They shouldn't hit the monster and it's just like, oh shit, 30% of your life went away. Now let me disengage, throw a spear, and now 40% of your life went away. No, man. No. It should be, I hit parry, I disengage, that pack of monsters is dead. Now I have 3 frenzy charges, and I get to run to the next pack and stab those motherfuckers 3 times and kill the next pack, and then the pack after that, I engage with parry again. This is not gameplay. This is not gameplay. This is like what you want for PoE like 3 Ruthless, and this is not what players want to do in the game, right? You guys are just like so far like from like reality when it comes to like what feels good in ARPGs right now. We have improved the feeling of parry. We want to improve the feeling of parry more generally. 2 issues we identify that in some cases it feel like you should parry monsters, but you don't. Yeah. And in other cases, you get heavily stunned in cases where you feel like you shouldn't. We are currently investigating improvements to these. Parry should never be designed the way it was like this. It should literally be retaliate from PoE 1. I'll tell you why. In a pack of 20 monsters, you cannot see your fucking character do a little shield swipe with fucking 3 ground effects, some rare mob that has fucking magma fucking barrier on them, and their whole screen is goddamn red, and then like 20 monsters go acting like goddamn speed racers fucking from Initial D drifting around the corner going to fuck you in the ass, okay? Like, you can't see that shit, right? They need to make it like you hold down parry, like disengage cannot even be used until like that parry is proc, and you could just spam it so you can parry out, so you can disengage out, right? To freaking like AoE monsters and throw spears. Like, that's what it needs to be. There's no way the current system will ever work. It doesn't even work well in Act 1, let alone freaking like T16 maps in a breach. Like, no way, dude. It is so beyond like cooked. Like, I can't even imagine them even like saying, like doing one map, going into a breach and say, let me go parry some breach monsters and be like, that feels good. No fucking shot, right? Right? Another bit of feedback is that players don't want to enter melee range. Why do you not think they want to enter melee range? Because the mechanic for parry doesn't do damage. There is no, when the risk outweighs the reward for that, no one wants to do it. And instead of understanding that, while the primary role of the class is incentivizing range melee hybrid playstyle, we do think we can improve the type of gameplay somewhat and still incentivize using both types of attacks. So they're gonna buff ranged or 25% more attack speed. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry, GGD. I feel like this is like not buffing your core mechanic to cater to the non-pairing bozos and fucking range cucks? Like, what? Make your mechanic good. Then people will want to play it. Then you don't have to cater. Like, listen. Huntress is basically KFC. Instead of selling chicken, you want to sell dick instead. Because your chicken doesn't taste good. Just make good chicken and people wouldn't want to ask for dick anymore. Just make good chicken. That's all you gotta do. It is your class. It is the key behind the class. Why do you want to go around the key to your class, right? Just make the mechanic good. And if it's too good, nerf it next league. No one's gonna complain, be like, oh my god, Johnathan, parry is too good this league. Oh, nerf parry, please. It's way too good. I can't believe you made parry. No one's gonna say that. Not a single soul. You can make it completely overpowered. Nobody will ever say that. So you might as well just stack the shit out of it and just make it the best possible skill you possibly could. It should have been the best possible thing in the game when it fucking released. Because you have to stand there and risk heavy stun. It's a risk versus reward. Remember risk versus reward? You're risking heavy stun. You should be rewarded with big damage, right? And it's already a slower playstyle, right? And it's already, the parry mechanics are already a slower playstyle, right? And I agree that Lightning Spear should be OP. I think parry needs to be an AoE. It needs, or the retaliate part of parry, like disengage, should be a big AoE.
Really?
The parry should hit the frontal cone of a monster, and it should give you 3 frenzy charges. I think that's how far, it's gone. You need to, triple the damage of disengage, and give 3 frenzies. And then you take those frenzies and you go around throwing lightning spears for clear speed, then before you engage with the pack with parry again. That's what the gameplay should be, right? But it's not. It's just, it's awful. It's awful. It's god awful. For someone who played this for 3 hours at league start, I didn't even want to play with it anymore because it doesn't even make sense to do it. be honest. No, I think concoctions are really, really bad. Player minion damage and life. One of the areas of major balance adjustments in 0.2 was minion life and damage curves for players. In the 0.1 endgame, minion characters were getting very out of control values, mostly due to the ability to significantly increase gem levels on these gems. That's very true. We previously significantly reduced the growth of minion life and damage as these gems gain levels, and the intention was to mostly hit the top of the endgame. But it seems that this had an unintended effect on campaign play as well. That's true, right? This is correct. They're doing, this is 100% correct, right? We're making changes to increase the damage and life that minions get during the campaign to be more similar to before, while still keep the scaling nerfs that were introduced to higher minion gem levels for the endgame. This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. Right? What they did here is 100% right. Like when they do things right, I feel like you tell them they do things right, right? When they do things wrong,
Ooh, you're so popular.
or like just like completely cooked, they should really know about it too, because we play the game, like we have hours, thousands of hours in like in Path of Exile, Path of Exile 2, right? We understand the pacing of the game, and what feels good. We're not asking every build to be,
Ooh, you're so popular.
we're not asking for every build to be like 3.16 or 3.21 tornado shot, right? We're not asking for that, right? Like, I feel like that's way overkill. And that's what Lightning Spear essentially is right now. You just get on your Rhoa and you just keep throwing spears over and over.
So popular.
And it shouldn't be like that, right? Like it should be like you get rewarded for throwing those spears because you've done like a parry mechanic, right? And
Ooh, you're so popular.
not just riding around on your Rhoa casting Sniper's Mark and just fucking like unloading spears. Like when is the parry mechanic ever going to keep up with a playstyle like that ever, right? It just doesn't. So, monster life is too high. That's the first thing we looked at considering clear speed concerns, was the monster life curve. We found that monster life through most of the campaign after Act 1 was probably too high. We have made an adjustment to lower monster life by 25% throughout most of the campaign, and this change has already been deployed, and it was fantastic. Thank you, GGG. Like, no one liked killing like white monsters for like 30 seconds at a time. The second issue, we found that the life bonus on rare minions was incredibly high. One of the reasons why this felt particularly bad is because these monsters are still white, but have more life than blue monsters. This calibrates player expectations incorrectly and makes rare fights harder than they should be. This number has been set back to what it was in 0.10, which lower rare minions life by about 60%. This change has already been deployed. This is also correct. This is also correct, in my opinion. Here's the thing, right? For like the good builds in the game right now, like this doesn't even matter. Like none of this matter, right? They're going to kill the rares like one shot anyways, right? But for the mediocre builds, the dad gamers, like the rare life really like killed them. Like it really, really killed them. So I think this is the correct move, right? For your like 24-hour per day streamers, like it's not gonna matter anyways because they're just gonna get Giga Gear and they're just gonna roll over the game because gear is too strong in PoE2. Crashes and disconnects. On launch day, we had severe and common client crash in town to fail to do whatever, like they fixed that, right? Whatever. Quality of life features. We're additionally working on a few extra features released relatively soon. The first one is adding a system for bookmarking locations on your Atlas map. That's very good. The system will allow you to save locations with a name on the Atlas so you can find them later. Okay, that's very good. Another thing is adding stash tab affinities. That's also very good. For more item types, including stockable and tablets, and updating the flask affinity to include charms. We're adding another way to rebind specters and tame beasts so you can experiment with these options more easily. Large area size. Many players are reporting that areas feel like they are too large. Okay, here's the thing. In the point where you added checkpoints to your maps, that should have been a red flag to any developer that's played Path of Exile in the last 10 years. Like, come on. Like, how was that not a red flag to you? And then you guys continue doing the same thing as 0.2? Normally, when this is the case, the main reason is due to other concerns such as monster. No, man! What? This is not the map is just way too big. Bro, you sound like me when girls break up with me. It's like they tell me I'm a fucking idiot and I'm like, oh, that's because she's a like this is like what you're just making shit up now. This is like the biggest cope like mental gymnastics I've ever seen in my life, dude. No, man, the area's too big because the characters are too slow. Like you have to backtrack to like rares that you don't see. There's like your maps are all mazes. Have you seen seepage? Going a tier 1 seepage with a warrior with 15% movement speed on boots? Or like not a warrior with 15 movement speed. Let's do a mercenary crossbow character. Okay, mercenary crossbow. That's a good one. Warriors are actually fast now because they have shield charge and leap slam. Let's go mercenary crossbows, okay? Go in that map and see what doing seepage feels like at like level 1. And purposely just like miss 2 rares on the other side and travel all the way to the other side and then come all the way back, right? To kill that rare and see like whether that's fun. Because, and it's very easy to miss rares in PoE 2, and sometimes they're not near checkpoints, and sometimes the last rare is not in a checkpoint, where you're just like, oh, but okay, now I have to travel a quarter of the map to get to this checkpoint, and then go to the other side and travel another quarter of the map to get to actually the rare, right? And I said this last league. I said the maps are way too big. Like as soon as the checkpoint system got put in, it was just not good. It's not good. We all want this game to succeed, but they really have to really examine like their own like lessons, right? I feel like the previous versions of the game taught them so many things they just ignore. Like, you should have known that Spark was going to be OP last league because you had to nerf Spark 53 times in PoE 1. What makes you think that skill is not just going to dominate the game when you release it like that? You should learn from your own mistakes, right? And it's just like, you already made you made PoE 1 retaliate, right? It does the most damage out of like any attack skill in the game, and it AoEs, and people still think it's too clunky, and they think the pace is too slow. And then you want to take that feedback that you got and make it do even less damage and not AoE. What do you think is gonna happen? You guys have your you guys have your blueprint already. You guys have to examine it, right? Like, I don't know. It's just like, let's be honest, as PoE 1 players, right? Retaliate, a lot of people felt like Retaliate was already too clunky, correct? That waiting for monsters to attack you is just not like that fun, right? But in PoE 2, like PoE 2 is a slower game, so the pace of play could be better with Retaliate skills, right? But you have to make the Retaliate skills feel good, or the mechanic feel good, right? It can't feel like this. The right answers in comments. Really, guys, really. Bro, how is there 3 of you guys in the first 4 posts? How did you guys get an X3 combo? Really? Okay. Oh, it's okay. Whatever. Yeah. They really need to really think about like the gameplay and what they envision for the class. If their vision of the class is everyone jumping on a Rhoa and just throwing lightning spears nonstop and outpacing every other build in the game, then why slow everyone down, right? If like, to be fair, lightning spear clear speed probably need to be nerfed, not buffed, right? To engage in this playstyle more, right? To be more in line with the other classes, not like just put everyone on a goddamn freaking like Rhoa and freaking throw shit, right? It's nuts. Anyways. Like, this is like entirely backwards of what should happen. I'm sorry. Like, I agree with like a lot of the stuff you guys do. A lot of the stuff they do, right? Because this is correct, right? This was correct. This is not correct. This was done well. And like, I agree with a lot of stuff. I also just think this whole section is beyond like cooked. Guys, if you're KFC, you sell chicken, right? You do, right? I'm just saying. No, you sell dick? Okay, fine. We sell dick then. That's KFC. I'm just saying. Oh, guess what I get to do right now, guys? My favorite map, seepage. Let's go seepage, bro. It's like Hey, look what I did. I ran in a full circle, and I have to go check every corner because there could be a rare there, and I would have to backtrack all day to get to that rare if I don't check that little corner. You want to talk for a bit? Yeah, I can. You want to log in? You want to hear me bitch and whine? Come on. All right, let me go on Discord. What's up? What would you want to talk about?
Not
Besides,
much, just like
internal.
how do you feel in general and whatnot. Dude,
How am I-
I was saying, most people that actually get to maps and like start mapping kind of have a good time, at least from the people I've been talking to. It's like, but the campaign ruined it for so many people that so many people quit. Like the end game did actually improve compared to
very
last
true.
patch significantly.
And
yeah, go ahead.
I agree 100%. I've been playing the end game, and it's pretty chill. You go do. There's a lot of shit, right? And there's a lot more stuff in maps and a lot more cool stuff. I agree. But yeah, the campaign ruined. You know, it's not just the campaign. What upset me the most is I cannot believe they will watch or they will understand that a PoE streamer with 10,000 hours in PoE 1 unequipped his spear in Act 2 and went to the vendor to buy a quarterstaff and auto the boss to death, and they think that's
They
like
did that.
Tai killer. Tai. He went to the vendor and bought a quarterstaff and autoed the boss to death because he couldn't do enough damage with his spear. Like, I don't understand how you, as a game developer, you can see that happening. Like, we're not idiots, right? Like,
Well,
and it was
some
crazy.
of us might be sometimes.
Okay, we might be idiots sometimes. Okay, but most of the time, it's just bad.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yesterday I almost fucking uninstalled. Do you know what hidden grotto map is?
Yeah.
The boss is like the boss in like the shower or whatever, right? Like the big guy with like skeleton guy with like fire breath. So I have two skills that deal single target, right? One requires me to stun the boss, and then the other one requires me to spawn spikes to explode with my war cries. Guess what? The fucking hole in the middle of the room is the spike, so you cannot do that. And you cannot stun the boss because for some reason he's stun immune. So I just fucking sit there for 15 minutes, AFK, holding a right click with my mace strike because like the boss doesn't do anything, but you have to fucking sit there for 15 minutes. That was the only like miserable experience while mapping. I don't know how that happened, but like, oh my god, dude.
Oh man, I don't know, man. I feel like. Do you feel like this was intentional, or do you feel like this patch was rushed and they didn't test anything, and that's why it's this fucking like?
I
Up.
think 0.1 they balance around campaign and it went bad. So 0.2 they balance around endgame, and it went bad in the campaign. Because like I think the balance of builds in endgame is quite good if you are playing a good build.
Yeah, that's what I said too. If you're playing a good build, you're just blasting. You're chilling, right?
But it's not like you don't like one shot everything. It's like you're strong. You have like solid build, right? Like it feels fine. It doesn't feel like as broken as it was like last patch, I would say. At least not the stuff I've been watching. I don't know. That said, though, I did watch Karn fucking kill Arbiter before Arbiter did a single ability. But Warrior is a little OP. We all know that. Nerf Warrior.
What did he just stun him and then just hammer him?
Yeah, he just stand and double hammer and boss died. But I mean, it was like Arbiter 0. Like you cannot really do that to Arbiter 4 because your damage doesn't really scale, right? Past that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it scales to a certain extent, but you probably have to like go crit or something. Like do that to Arbiter 4.
Interesting. But here's the thing, right? Do you feel like I have a lot of complaints? Let me know if you think they're valid. It took me on spears like 12 hours or something to get from Act 1 to 3 on spears, and I went on crossbows, and I did the whole like cruel in like 5 hours, and then it took me like 7 hours to go from tier 1 to T15 maps. Do you think that's like a good pace for the campaign, or like that's a good pace for the game? I feel it's all sorts of fucked up.
So the thing about map progression is I think the quest progression is like appropriate speed, because that one actually takes forever. But the map tier progression, you can just go up in tiers if you're strong, which like if you go to maps you probably are because you found the one build that works. And you can just kind of like your nexus will be like, oh, kill like tier 3 nexus to gain your next points, and then like you are farming tier 15s, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't know. Remember back then, like I don't want to sound like old school in PoE. I felt like going up tiers and maps was like an accomplishment. Remember, like we would like struggle to go like from like 11 to like 14, and then 14 to 16. It was like,
Yeah, but that shit is not fun. Like,
Okay.
yeah, it was harder, but I don't think it was ever fun.
so you just want straight line progression through all the tiers?
I like the way it is now, where you get to choose. Ideally, in a way where, like, ideally they balance the game in a way where you don't just go tier 1 to tier 15 instantly. But that's like impossible to happen when tier 1 and tier 15 are almost similar difficulty right now. Like the difference between 1 and 15 in PoE 2 is so much smaller than PoE 1. It was
Right,
like
right.
that last patch too. I don't know. Red maps in PoE 1 have like way more HP. In PoE 2, tier 15 boss is like, I don't know, 3 times the HP of tier 1 boss. It's like nothing.
Yeah. That's what I think too. I feel like it's like so. Like I killed a T1 boss yesterday when or like T6 boss yesterday in like 5 seconds, and then T15 bosses die in the same amount of time. It's just
Yeah,
like as
like
long as
when I put in a map that's like tier 7 instead of my tier 15s, I don't
Mm-hmm.
really feel like my build plays any differently. The map clear speed is the exact same. Everything dies like the same exact way, except I take slightly less damage.
I feel the same
At
way.
least that's how it feels. Yeah.
I feel the same way. I got a weapon yesterday, a like 200 DPS crossbow in a tier 1 map, and I didn't upgrade my weapon like until like right now. I went through the whole 15 tiers without like getting a single upgrade, and I still didn't naturally find an upgrade from a 200 DPS crossbow because I wanted accuracy on mine, and it just one didn't drop. Crafting, like progression, crafting, it's all like straight junk still. I feel like they didn't fix any of it. I just
agree. Yeah.
it's
But
like
I don't think they attempted to fix it.
I mean they tried to
But
add
I agree they
recom-
didn't.
they
Yeah, but
wanted to.
recommended.
Yeah,
Do you
but
think
it's
they
not-
were supposed to be early game?
I mean, it should be like there has to be like mid-tier crafting. Like it's like I don't know, man. At some point, they need to just like they just need to like restore essences to like PoE 1 essences where it makes it a rare with a single mod because like early game crafting doesn't exist anymore. Like what the fuck do you want us to do? Just pick up items off the ground and just like freaking like never get upgrades and just like and just find builds that can do T15 maps with T1 map gear? Like that's not the way like the game should be.
You
It
want
should
to
feel
know
like
what would fix it?
what?
Recombinators for gold instead of fucking expedition currency.
I'm okay with like any sort of thing to make you like be able to like progress your character and like make the gear that you want to make. It doesn't even have to be like T1 mods or whatever, like it just has to be like something, right? Because right now it's just random bullshit and it's just depend on trade. I don't know. I feel like progression is still like super jacked up. Like super jacked up. It's even more jacked up than it was last league. And I think they did a good job of like deleting all the overpowered stuff. Whoever did that, he did a good job, right? All the overpowered stuff, he like nerfed them all to a point where like if they're manageable. So that guy, whoever did that did a very good job. Like, but in terms of class balance, I think Huntress is like starting out felt like the worst class I've ever played in any ARPG starting out.
Like, I can excuse them for making minions dog shit, like whatever. They were like, oh, like it's not a new class, we're not gonna spend time balancing, just nerf it, whatever. It doesn't matter that it's unplayable. I can get that. But like the new class to have like 2 usable skills out of 20 is just weird, right? Like that's just rough. And especially like it feeling shit in Act 1.
It never got
Like,
better.
how the
for
fuck
me.
that should just be that's it never got better for I guess, yeah.
I stopped playing. I just gave up. I just said I finished the first 3 acts with Spear, and I said I don't want to do this anymore. You know what the difference between me playing crossbows on a build and me playing my Janara man in Act 2 took me 22 minutes. My Janara man in Cruel took me like a minute and a half. Like no joke. That was the difference between like a decent build and what they gave me on Spears. It was so beyond like pain that I can't even fathom.
Dude, my
why
favorite
this was
thing is when people are like, oh, this guy's just skill issued. Like, bruh, if I'm so skill issued, why can't I log on to different class and kill this shit in like 2 seconds? Like, what do you mean skill issued?
Yeah, I think the same thing. Like, what you can't say like I don't understand the game when I can just literally swap a weapon. I didn't 5 points on my tree and my skills, and instead of killing him, like instead of phase 2 lasting 15 minutes, it lasts fucking 6 seconds. Like, come on, man. It's just a poorly balanced class because it's so much of the class depends on like having accuracy on your weapon and freaking like getting your ascendancy points to do any sort of damage because one-handers don't do any damage at all in the game. And it's just like, I don't know, man. It just I'm like freaking over it. I hope like, and this is like so important, right? Because new players are going to want to play this in the future. How do you not fix the balance right now? That should be top priority, right? Let's fix Amazon and Huntress for the early game, Act 1, 2, and 3, because we want people to be able to play this class now and the future. It should be priority number 1. And then they're like, yeah, we're going to like give you Monk killing Palm or whatever. And I read it and I almost lost it. I swear, I almost lost it.
People are really mad about that whole post. Like really mad.
I almost lost it.
Like it just felt like GGG was detached from what's happening or what the problems are.
Do you not feel like Retaliate has already been in the game? Like we have Retaliate Glad in PoE 1, and we had Magma Spray, the shield skill last league in PoE 2, and people play both of those skills, right? And they got feedback from both of those skills. I don't know why they saw all of this feedback from both of these skills and see how people play those skills, and they said, oh, now we're gonna make the same skill, and we're gonna take all the AoE away, and then we're gonna take all the damage away, and then we're gonna make you press 3 extra buttons to do no damage, and this is the skill, this is the primary function we wanted for our new class. Like, what?
Like retail skill in PoE 1 is like full screen, OP damage, and no one still wants to play it.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. And it's 100 times less clunky because it activates and you can press it whenever you want, right? Within a certain, like, time. Like this one.
Yeah, and even then people just play it with like bleed or poison, right? Like on top of that, where you just hit it once.
I can't believe like they don't learn from like any of their stuff, man. Like I'm just like utterly shocked that like Retaliate in PoE 1 is a big X, right? And it does more damage than like any other single skill, right? I'm not crazy, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I've seen Johnathan fucking play it on like 17 classes, and on every single class it dealt damage.
Yeah. Like,
but it's just like one of those things that even if it's OP, people still don't want to play it. And then put it into PoE 2 and you make it mid. Like, what do you expect to happen?
It's not mid. It's really
well,
bad.
Yeah, maybe worse. I haven't actually played it, so I wouldn't know.
To prove the haters wrong, I set up that everything can be solved with more checkpoints.
Honestly, checkpoints suck. They ruined my immersion, man. They put so much shit into the game for immersion, and they didn't put in checkpoints. What do we like? I don't know, man. Nah, I don't know. I hope they keep improving the game, but like some of the part of today's post was so out of touch. Like it feels weird because like the improvements they did to endgame were actually really, really good. Like everyone I talked to who is mapping is like, yeah, it's so much better than last patch. Maybe they're comparing it to the campaign as well, but like in general, it's like, yeah, the maps are actually good now. Towers are no longer annoying.
Oh, what is it? I'm sorry. I'm laughing so hard because this is exactly what they're doing. This is exactly what they're doing, dude. It's like everything belongs in the square hole. Do you see it?
I wonder why they're so obsessed with like the big zones. I feel like I've never seen people like them in PoE 1 or 2.
Yeah, I hated big zones in PoE 1. Did you? I hated
talking 17s, right? Mostly.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't particularly dislike 17s all that much because I feel like 17s, like if there was a big zone and it was like the end boss to something, like if Dreadnought was super big because they wanted this epic map to go along with like it's like thematical, I don't have a problem with that. But having just random maps that are just like humongous and you have to like take 20 minutes to run them, I feel like is sort of like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I feel like my build is pretty good and I spend 10 minutes per map. Like, I don't know. Feels like it's impossible to get anything done.
No, I don't know. It's like, I mean, I remember Mark sitting there telling us in PoE 1, like, he's like, I don't want to take away your guys' choices. Whatever map you feel like running, you should be able to run that. And he's designing this game, and it's just like, forced mire, forced ball temple, forced ball factory. And it's like, what happened, dude? What happened to like understanding us?
I kind of get why they don't want like people playing the same map over and over again.
Yeah, I understand that. But like, it has to be some sort of like understanding. Like, I don't know what happened, dude.
I mean, they at least improved a lot of the maps this like I think Mire is still bad, but like Augury, for example, is like actually a solid map now.
Yeah, I agree. Augury, I think it's a solid map.
That did help, yeah.
Yeah.
Even Val Factory is like not that dog shit anymore.
I don't know. I just ran Seepage and it still feels pretty bad.
Yeah, Seepage is awful. I hate Seepage.
I feel like it wouldn't kill them to just reduce the map sizes because it's just like, I don't know, man.
I don't even know what's the upside of big maps.
I don't think there's an upside for big maps either. Like having the TP out to like loot and stuff like that doesn't feel good either.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Did you see the screenshot on Discord that I posted, speaking of loot? That's the most fucking loot I've seen in PoE2 on one screen.
What screen? I didn't see it. I've been streaming.
Posting it in chat.
I wonder how other streamers feel about this stuff right now, man. Oh shit, that's insane. What is that?
It's
Is
from
that
the league mechanic. It's
Oh.
But it's like the unique spirit from the league mechanic. It like goes into a mob, and then like it kind of works like Lake of Kalandra God Touch, where it converts all the items into like one type. So it converted everything into the boots, and it's like one rare. It has one mod. You kill it, it respawns with 2, and all the way until 5.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I want to do that.
Yeah, that event is actually sick.
See, this is the thing, right? Because these guys know what they're doing on a lot of things. They did improve the end game a lot because they added all of this cool shit. Now, like the maps are not like just bland as fuck where you just go in and like, and then you're just either doing breach or nothing, right? They did add all of this cool stuff in the maps. So, I don't know, like they did improve the game somewhat. And then I think about my freaking 12 hours on Spear, freaking Huntress at the start of freaking the league, and I just want to cry. And I don't know. If I wanted to cry, I can only imagine like what the dad gamers felt like.
I don't know how I feel about campaign being long in general. Like, I feel like it can never be fun past the first playthrough. Like, PoE1 campaign is like relatively fun for me because like it doesn't overstay. Kind of feel your character getting better, and then like yeah, they're done. But like, I don't think it can last like. Okay, what do you think is like a PoE2 campaign time? Like, if in PoE1 you take 8 hours, your PoE2 is gonna be like 15 or something.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing, right? I feel like ARPGs are all about progression, and it can't just be progression in content. It has to be progression in character matching the content, right? It's so weird to me that like your character almost like never improves, like or improves so slowly, and in this game that it's like crazy. Either if you want to make the campaign longer, I'm okay with that, right? But you have to be able to drop like enough loot where your character is like, oh, I feel like I'm progressing my character and I'm like getting this, like, oh, now I get to do this. But it's just like,
yeah, I mean, the whole feeling that you're wasting your time in campaign comes from the amount of loot you get in campaign in comparison to endgame maps, right?
yeah,
Like, if
I
campaign
agree.
was like 80% of the drops of endgame maps, like no one would really be bitching that the campaign is too long. It would be like, whatever. I mean, you're just playing the game. It's not that different than maps at the end of the day, except the loot part.
But right now, it doesn't even matter what loot drops in your maps because it's so hard to find an upgrade, period. Like, how many of you guys, okay, guys, in chat, how many times do you find natural upgrades to your character going from tier 1 to 15 versus just fucking like having to go on trade to buy it? Like, I feel like you almost never find like anything that you find is like for some other class with like some strength requirement, some int requirement, and it's just like, it's like so like, I don't find shit. I just have to go on trade and just buy these items that are like 1x and they're like 100 times better than anything I find off the ground for my character.
I can tell you
No joke.
exactly. I'm level 88, and I have equipped one item from the ground in the like since level 60. One
That's
item.
what
It's my amulet.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's not true. The amulet is I level 48. I equipped it at the end of the campaign, so I dropped it in campaign. I don't think I've equipped a single item from maps from the ground. Wait, no, my chest is the white chest that's like ornate plate, so I guess that's the one item I have from maps. Because
I'll go
my
over my
face is
gear right
white
now.
chest.
I bought this for 3x. I picked that one up at it's an eye level 67 and I slammed it once. I bought this for 1x, bought this for 1x, bought this for 1x. I bought this for 3x and I bought this for 1x, or 5x. I picked up 2 pieces of loot on my whole character was from me, and I think I got pretty lucky on the gloves and an amulet. That's it. 2 pieces from like my whole entire character, going from 1 to 15, and nothing else was even close.
To be fair, PoE1 has the same issue, but you also get from 1 to 15 like way too fast.
PoE1 has the same issue.
I think it does at least. Like I don't feel like I really improve my gear in maps in PoE1.
Really?
You could if you wanted to. It's just not efficient to do while progressing, and you just do it like later.
Yeah,
When you
but
start
here's
farming
the
expedition or
thing.
trade.
Here's the thing, right? You progress the T16s in PoE 1, and then now your Atlas tree set up, and if you want to progress your gear, you could just go farm essence. Like, what the fuck do I do now?
Sure.
Right now, I have these like 4 points on your Atlas for your weight stones, and I can spec like some like weird thing that's like, I don't know, like essences or whatever, and I'm still picking up like white loot off the ground to fucking Og Regal like for like the next 20 hours. For like I don't have a sense of progression here. Like all I'm doing is just rolling the dice on like whatever and wait until I get Expedition, find 2 mods, and have a 0.9% chance to recombine them. What kind of life is that for like an ARPG
Okay,
player?
it's not actually 0.1 point, like whatever chance to get combined. The chance is like 40%, unless you do fucking like weapons, like fizz weapons or whatever. Like if you go for like life plus resist, the chance is actually pretty good.
Oh, okay. Prefer a 2 mod.
Yeah, chances for 2 mod, but like 2 mod in PoE 2 is good enough to do all content in the game,
That's true. That's actually kind of true.
at least
Or-
for now.
Or at least for now. I don't know, man. I feel like my number one thing I pray for them to do is understand how much pain that players are in playing a new class, and they need to like rebuild that class from like the ground up because it's that level of like dookie. And I don't think like the bow players are very happy too because like none of the bow skills are all that great.
I think
And-
when it comes to bows, there is number 1 is gas arrow, number 2 is bow shot auto attack.
Yeah.
From my understanding.
I mean, that's how it kind of was like last. I mean, Salvo was okay, and they did nerf Salvo too, and now there's no snipe abuse with you know, a million freaking damage from Bone Storm. So I don't know. Hey Jung, you want to join? You want to join our chat? Want to come in? Want to talk to me and Ventura? I have some choice words for you.
Drama.
A word for our fellow spell players. How are spell players? You guys in channel or what? Oh, just invite them. Invite them.
I have not seen a single guy play spells except Chaos Dots. And I've clicked through like 50 streams. Like I'm sure there's something, but I have not seen a single person do it.
Oh man, I'm like, I want to kind of talk to. Where's Jung? Yeah, did you invite him? Hey, what's up, Bug Abuser?
I'm in a map, dude.
What's up, Bug Abuser? Yo, what are you up
It's
to?
not, it's not abuse, dude. I'm just off-stream mapping, dude. You know how
But-
it is.
Ventura
Very
told me
much
you
so.
made the best build in the game. Is this true?
It's probably okay though. But you can call anything. The reason why you say best in the game is because you wait for someone to say no, it's not, and then they show you their build that's actually better, and then you yoink that build and make it even better. And then now you have
Hey,
the
that's
best in the
actually
game.
smart.
I've been waiting for
Ooh,
that to happen. It hasn't happened this patch. I don't know why. People are fucking stupid, I guess. Maybe Bo. Dude, you guys don't think this game's fun right now?
Oh man, that shit made me laugh so hard. I'm sorry. Hey, Joe, how did you feel about progressing from T1 to T15 maps? Did you find a lot of natural upgrades, or did you buy a lot of stuff from trade?
I didn't buy anything.
You just all
I
natural
bought one
upgrades?
thing. I had a crossbow from vendor at like level 20 that I used for like a while, and then I got +1 level. Like I just like had a trade set up for it, and then I apparently got like +1, like when I was already in like, I don't know, like late reds or something. But I don't know. You don't really need upgrades on Artillery Ballista. It's like playing fucking caster, right? Because you have gem level scaling, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I don't know. So the
Yeah.
rest of the gear, you didn't even like, you just like use your natural like gear all the way.
Oh no,
through?
I found a lot of upgrades. I guess. Yeah. Okay. I guess like red. Yeah, sure. I'm re-gearing all the time for like reds and shit. Like I think other thing is like the biggest thing that makes gear upgrade hard probably is like attributes, right? Like it's not about anything other than that. I think because like you can't equip like 9% of the shit you pick up usually because like.
Yeah,
But then
that's
my
what-
build was like super stretched, like strength X and it was like all 3, so I had like fucking gajillion attribute nodes and shit.
That's
so it's
the
like
same-
a different experience.
That's the same way I feel. And I freaking said this was a huge concern for me last week too, about how you just pick up gear and you can't use any of it because of like all the attribute requirements, and they didn't do anything about it. It was like a pretty big deal to me at the start of last league too.
It's craziest when you're playing fucking the attribute that lines up with you and you don't have enough of it to equip your skill gem. Like 200 dex to equip the level 20 gem is like what the fuck, man. 212? Like
I had
why
that
would I ever
last
have
week. I had to anoint int to equip my fucking level 20 gems.
It's so stupid. You didn't like the notable
Yeah,
or the
I don't
25 or
know.
what?
Yeah, I had to anoint that to equip my level 20 gem last week.
Dude, what's
At
going
least
on with
Warrior doesn't have this problem because you have to
Okay,
have like 600 strength.
Are you liking that right now? Are you playing like pretty similar to Karn setup or what?
Yeah, it's like okay. I might switch to the Maze Strike setup. Just so I don't have to leap on every mob.
It looks actually when I watched the map, I was like, dude, I cannot play the game like this. There's no way.
It's fun, but like I even feel like I'm upping pretty fast, and then anyone who opens the stream is like, why is the game so slow? But like I feel like it can't really be much slower than most people are doing.
Turn on your timekeeper side out, bro.
I would be depressed.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think because League is going so badly for GGG, they're gonna ban the exploiters from Ritual?
No.
Is the league going poorly?
You don't think it's going poorly?
I have
For
no
them?
idea, dude. I'm like very much in my own echo chamber of like I like because Reddit is too messy, and then like when I watch other streams, it's like I don't know, Fub is doing like more damage to me, so it's just like I open his stream sometimes. I've been watching Fub do that stuff, but then like I go through everyone's stream, right? The moment I go to Fub stream, I see him do like as much damage or more damage on some fights. I like want to close all the Twitch streams, and then I just don't want to play anymore. So I just keep playing, and I'm like, okay, I have to grind because I can't have my build be worse than like some stupid fucking bowcut gas arrow shit. So I don't really know what's going on basically. Like, and I saw your stream too. Like, rapid fire looks like fucking broken with like fresh clip.
Yeah, it's
Like, I
fucking
don't
so
know.
stupid. I'm gonna hit like 10 million DPS in like 3 days, I think.
Yeah, what's the problem then? You know?
No, there's not a problem with it. I feel like I don't care about me, right? I can always make a good build whenever. I care about the everyday Joe. I feel like I want this game to succeed, and they're like the backbone of the game, right? If they can't make it through the past the campaign, there's no hope for this game ever. Like who are we gonna make build guides for? Fucking, am I gonna make a build guide for you, and you're gonna make a build guide for me, and we just jerk each other off?
Dude, I
Like-
mean, you know that's the move, dude. The homies, man.
I mean, like, I feel like the community matters to me, man. I don't know if it matters to you, but it matters to me. It's always mattered to me.
I don't think people are struggling as much as you think they are. That's my guess.
I
Bro, I
I think
disagree.
Bro, it's bad, Jung. It is bad. Like,
Bro, I played Minions the first day, right? The amount of people who told me they fucking like deleted their characters / stopped playing in like day one. I have never seen this in any like league before.
any league.
Minions look like actual shit though.
It
Like,
was awful, yeah.
Like, I've
that's
had
like-
so many people told me they just given up. They hate themselves. They hate the game. Like, I've never had so much negativity in and it doesn't help that I was also miserable, right? I was also miserable. Jung, it took me 22 minutes to kill Janara, man, in Act 2. 22 minutes.
You survived that fight for that long?
I ran out of flash charges.
Dude, you're a mechanical god, man.
Like, no fucking joke. It took so long. You know my Viper? You know, it got to the last part where the circle was like as big as my cock. Like, you know how the shield guys go in? It got
Yeah.
so small, I thought I was looking at my cock in the mirror. That's how long that fight
mean-
took. And it was just like, and if it took me that long to survive, and I can just imagine like other people, it's just, I don't even know.
I think that's because your build was really shit, like extraordinarily.
I'm just playing a spear build. Isn't the whole point of the game? Like, Johnathan said, I'm gonna log in and play a combo on my spear, and it should do damage. That's what he told me.
What was your setup?
I played the spears that you throw on the ground that explode, and you explode them with a fire spear, whatever that shit is called.
Stormlance fucking explode, whatever shit.
And then my clear
Wait,
was
Stormlance
lightning
has
spear.
Crazy numbers, dude.
No, dude,
It's like fucking 1500 effectiveness or something every attack. It's like absurd. It's
I
like
don't-
literally like hammer.
I don't think it works like that.
It does work like that.
No,
I'm
I
playing
don't think
it.
so.
What do
Jung,
you mean?
if it
dude?
worked like
I'm
that,
like
you
a
would
million
be-
DPS right now.
If it worked
What?
like that, you would be doing like 10 million DPS, bro. Because 1500 for every 1500 for 3 spears every second is like 3 hammers, bro. Like it doesn't.
Lightning spear right now is 300 base, right? Like
Mhm.
if I just throw a fucking lightning spear, it's 300 base, right?
Mhm.
My Stormlance does like easily definitely more than 5 times more than that.
I don't know. I mean, I played it.
I don't know. What do you mean? I don't know. What
I don't
do you
know.
mean?
I played it. Like you guys, you're telling me all these things, but you didn't experience it firsthand. I feel like you should just
I'm
quit right
experiencing
now.
right now. I'm
and
literally playing it. What do you mean?
load up.
A lot of
load
stuff
up.
works well in maps. We're talking like you're talking about campaign. Like I think
Yeah,
everyone who's in maps
you
is
can
actually having a
balance
good
it out. That's not something
experience.
with skill effectiveness. Skill effectiveness is skill effect. That's just a number. You know, it has nothing to do with like the whole gearing experience and the progression and all that shit.
It does matter though. Like, for example, in maps, like it's easier to generate frenzy charges, right, or whatever, as an example. And like
For sure. Like,
in
once you
general,
get
like a
rid-
lot of skills are working. Like, you know, the Bone Shatter Bell, like it starts working when you get a level 2 support. Before that, it's like pretty dog shit, for example. So like some builds take a while to get going and like to function. So like campaign can feel really bad.
Okay, Jung. So
I think
if that
yeah.
skill was so strong, and I played that skill, why do you think it took me 22 minutes to kill Janmara, man? Is it because I'm fucking cooked? Or I missed all my attacks? Or my spear was not good enough level? Like, what do you think is the reason that it took me 22 minutes? Because when I swapped the crossbows and I went to rapid fire, I killed them in 5 seconds. Like, no joke. I killed them
but
in
you
5
already know
seconds.
what you're doing with that, right? Like like you're like, for example, if you play rapid fire without fresh clip, which I'm sure someone has done, it's like dog shit, right? You're probably doing like double the damage, some shit.
But
right?
it would have taken me 12 seconds without fresh clip.
Yeah, but you already know like what you're doing. You already know how you're building. Like, yeah, well, all the things you're doing, you're already there. Like, I think like with Stormlance, like you should, if you're Jannar, you have first lava already, right?
Yeah, I did.
And you're like
I'm
level 30-ish, 28.
Yeah.
That means you should already playing with like, you know, your base fucking 15 crit with like about
I did
100
have it.
on tree. It means, yeah, it means every time that you throw down a snipers, then you should be able to proc frenzy on it, right?
Yeah. But why would you throw
no
out
way.
sniper? Why would you use snipers when you can just use your exploding spear? Because the exploding spear actually does damage, and the snipers doesn't do shit. I don't know why.
Dude.
And then you can actually just use scatter and just fucking explode 3 of them at once.
Using scatter on your explosive?
No, on the Stormlance,
Oh yeah.
right? Because it's
I
like
don't know. Like I guess I'd have to check the tier supports and stuff. But like on average for me, like I press sniper's mark once for every 3 times I press Stormlance. So that's like what that rotation looks like. I don't know. Before I even figured out like how often I was pressing Stormlance, I was doing like less than half the damage, I think. Just like I thought it was like on a 1-to-1 end. I forgot about like there's the ground one as well, then there's the quality for the +1 spear, and then there's also like, you know, there's all the gems I'm running. There's like 50% chance of getting 2 charges, 35% chance of not consuming, then 35% chance of not consuming again. I know, I feel like a lot of it's like knowledge issue and skill issue, you know?
I don't think so.
I guess the
Yeah,
question should be, do you think the floor should be as low as it is?
No. The skill bounce is fucking terrible. Like the bad build versus good build shit is like crazy for sure. I definitely agree with that, but like I just don't think that. I think also it's being like super accentuated by like skill issue, basically, you know?
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
but,
know.
like-
I don't know what I don't know what you mean. Like, are you trying to tell me that my skill tree didn't have enough increased damage, or my support gems were screwed up, or like what were you telling me about Stormlance at that point? Because I'm level 20. Like, what are you trying to say? Is one of my supports screwed up? Do you think my tree was screwed up? Like, what did I screw up? Because I'm throwing 3 lances down and I'm exploding them, and it took me 22 minutes. What do you think could cause me as a player, knowing who I am, to take 22 minutes on that fight?
Are you sure they were
Perfusion's a tier
hitting?
one.
Like,
Both Profusion and
They're
Perpetual
hitting.
charge are both tier 1s, dude. Let's start
They're
with
hitting. They're hitting.
Profusion and Perpetual are both tier 1 supports, right?
Yeah.
So, and you have both of those on? No, you're playing explosive, right?
Why am I using perpetual?
It's just like that, because that combo with the fucking Stormlance snipers is like broken, dude. It's just insane.
I don't
You don't
think
need to
you.
worry
I
about
don't
anything
think.
that's
I don't
coding,
think you're
so.
like doing the math correctly on low level. Like perpetual and freaking like and snipers is not like. It's like the same fucking like shit, dude. That you have to like.
I'm doing that right now. I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah.
only doing that. I don't have any extra charge generation or anything like that. That's all I have. That's literally all I have.
I don't
dude.
know, man.
And your hit rate is so high that your crit chance doesn't really matter. As long as your crit chance is above like 20, like
I
total
understand that.
after post calc. I don't know. Like, did you not have a real weapon or something, or did you miss everything? Is your
No,
rotation
no, no,
fucked
no.
up? Like, I don't know.
I had a decent weapon for Act 2. I had a decent weapon for Act 2.
I don't
It
know.
had like flat fizz, increased fizz, and like I feel like it had like another mod too. And I don't know what to tell you, man. It wasn't just like one act was bad. The whole entire time, it was just like one fucking huge nightmare. Like, no joke. I don't think like it's either like something is bugged, or I don't even know what it is, and I don't
What
even
level
know.
gem is lightning spear.
Can we relive
Is it late?
Jamandra again, Cat Despair?
Like every
You
single
said you're
boss,
clean with lightning spear.
every single time, Jung, I died in the campaign, or most of the times I died
Yeah.
in the campaign, it was from me losing all my life blast charges. Like I've the fights have taken so long that I just zone out and I lost all my life blast charges and I died from attrition, basically.
I might just do a spear run today, because like obviously I didn't level. I leveled fucking
Yeah.
AD and it was like fine the moment I put it on. I might just do it because I personally think that spear leveling, I think you can break every fucking time right now on every category. Like I think
Okay.
that your A1 time could be easily sub 30. I think
Okay.
that afterwards, like you should always have like all the movement, all the damage, do whatever you want. So I guess I might. I don't have like a leveling setup for my build yet, and everyone keeps asking about it. And it's like I don't know. Like figure it out yourself. So I assumed it'd be easy, but
Didn't people
it's actually
absolutely
hard.
fucking hate Act 1 Spear?
I hate
Like
it.
I didn't hear anyone be like Act 1 Spear was good.
The
Oh,
only
it's broken, dude.
the
Act one
only
Spear is,
good
like,
thing
it's both bugged, but
it's just
like,
rake, right?
Oh.
Like if you were using rake, like you had a good time,
Yeah.
and then if you weren't using rake, you were just
Oh,
having
the
like,
like strength stacking rake or whatever.
yeah. The
Is
strength
that what
stack
you do?
rake.
I mean, granted, is like
Yeah, okay, but like you can't expect people to do that, right? Like
oh, that was the first thing we took. I think when I watched the one that came out, everyone that I saw mentioned it. Everybody I
yeah,
saw. mentioned
okay,
it.
sure, but like
Yeah,
I don't want to fucking play bleed calc. Like I want to play elemental, right? Like I'm not gonna fucking level with bleed.
It's damage though, right? Is it something just like based like fizz? It's a hit base, right?
It might
Yeah.
be.
So
I
so
actually
like
don't.
you can't take like the most like you
I also
build up
agree,
all
though,
this
like,
knowledge
yeah.
of like other people like what's good. Like you have to think of it from like the ground up. Like you feel like you want to play elemental spears, so you level up elemental spears, and you're just like and you just play the game, right? Isn't that what PoE2 is supposed to be? You pick up a combo and you just play it, and it should feel good. Why do you have to pick
Maybe
the
it's just
one
that we
out of
have
like the
different
50
definitions of
build?
feel good than Johnathan does, dude. Like honestly, like when they fucking talk about the games, the things he says and the like how much he's played the game. Let's be real, guys. Like it is unlikely Johnathan has hit level 90 in PoE2 ever. Very, very unlikely. Like I would bet on it. I would take money on that for sure.
Yes, I would probably lower that level and still bet money.
It's like when he talks about the interviews and stuff, you can just see Mark like me like, hey, this is how this works. This is how this. It's like you know like you got a president. There's like a presidential advisor, and the president's like super fucking like doesn't really know what's going on in the policy suite. Someone asks him a question like, oh, what do you plan to do with like taxation? Like, oh, I don't really know what taxes are. You know, do they really matter? And the guy beside him whispers in his ear and go, yeah, it's really important. It actually works like this. That's what the fucking interview looked like to me. You know.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
be
trying-
honest. He
are
said
you
he
talking
played
about
this
a
with
president who
minions
don't know
and
what
he
he's
thought
doing?
it was fine. I don't know, dude.
Or are you guys
Like,
talking about presidents
I-
that don't know what they're doing? Because I don't know any president in any country that don't know what they're doing regarding like running their country.
Hypothetical, dude.
I don't
How's
know
your
anybody
portfolio,
like that.
Leroy?
Oh man, I'll do it today, Sri. I'll do it today. I'll send a speed leveling round. Okay, I'll try to just do
Okay,
it from
but
scratch without learning. Without
Don't do the
watching.
strength stacking. Use like a attack.
No, I'm gonna do the rake thing, and then I'm gonna pivot into Lance.
No,
When I
don't
can
use
play
rake.
Lance.
Just don't use rake.
Do one Act 1 round without Drake.
No,
Just
one
don't
act
do-
on that.
just
but
don't play rake.
I don't want to spend.
Jung,
Okay,
Jung.
my thing this league was I really wanted to like actually play my first character and map with it and farm with it, and not get like sidetracked all the time. You know.
Okay, Junk, this is what I want you to do. I want you to play parry, disengage, spirit throw combo.
No.
Do
I've
it. No,
never
that's
pressed
what
the
was
parry
sold. That was what's was fucking sold to us as the class. You play that. You level with that. You level through 3 acts with fucking parry, disengage, throw your spear. If you don't do that, you're a bitch. Straight up.
I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch.
That's-
I'm not pressing fucking parry, dude. There's nothing you can do to make me press parry.
But that's
ever.
what was sold to all of us. That was the
I don't
class
think they
that was
want to
sold to
press
all
you
of us.
parry, because if they wanted to press it, they would show you where your stun is. And they would show you your fucking stun bar so you know if you're about to get stunned. Instead of being fucking hidden bottom left, like...
Yeah, you can't figure out the most broken shit and be like, oh, I can do a speed run with that. You have to go in the league knowing they sold you the class as you parry, you disengage, and you use frenzy charges to throw your spear. You better fucking do that shit. I want to see that shit in action.
I'm not pressing parry. I'll do things. I'll even consider like different styles. I'm not pressing parry. There's nothing I'll do. I'm not pressing parry. I've already said I'm never gonna press that skill. I'm only gonna press that skill for rake. That's it. I'll only press parry to move myself with rake as a movement skill. That's the only time I'll press parry.
I, like, up to like 3 minutes ago, I used to think your PP was bigger. Now I know you're small
Nope.
PP.
You know how I'm, dude. I'm not. I'm a bitch, dude. I'm a bitch.
Just
I still
experience the
think
same
it's
pain
not
we
right, though.
experienced. Just understand. Like, how are you going to be a streamer and not understand our pain? Just play
Did
parry.
you play parry?
Yeah, I play parry.
That's absurd. There's no world in which I would. What? No. Like no. I'm not. No. No. You can't, what?
That's what
Why
was
did you
sold
press
to me
parry?
as a PoE2 player. He said, and I quote from Mark, the mechanic is good. After playing Huntress, I have to re-examine all the other classes because Huntress was so good. And I'm like, parry's gotta be good, boys. So I went to go parry. I literally
Mark
just
parry?
listened to I just listened to the stream. That's all. I'm just a normal PoE player.
Dude, Mark didn't press parry, man. Mark didn't press. No way that guy.
He
pressed-
told
that
me
guy
it
looked
was
like a guy who
good.
pressed parry. No, he said the spears. Did he say parry was good? It's different. I don't
I'm
want to do
sure.
leveling anymore.
Wait, are you saying Mark played Bug Twister through the campaign, and that's why he that Huntress was good?
Probably.
Mark is the type of
Oh
person to do the
my
fucking
God,
rake
dude.
animation cancel for sure.
He's like, honestly, like the whole Twister combo shit. It's like the first skill you use. It's like the first combo. Like you just see like, oh, you're not thinking about like what the actual effectiveness is. You just think like, oh, the damage is really good. I guess like the skill works fine. And then yeah.
I mean, my
the
problem
PG
is just
stuff.
like, it's okay if you like rebalance the entire game and old classes stop working, whatever. But like having the Huntress be like this poorly balanced is like weird.
Wait, when you
Or
say
like
Huntress,
Spears.
like
Sorry,
you're
I
talking
mean
about
Spears.
Spears?
Yeah.
I still don't get that. I don't know, man.
You gotta try it. Just don't play rake, and just play some parry, bro. Just get in there, dude.
I'm not playing parry. There's other skills, right?
Don't
that
be a
exist that aren't
bitch. Just
fucking
do it
parry.
for like, what's the worst that could happen? You go through Act
I
1
break
with
my
parry,
PC,
and
dude.
you're just like, I'm just like, you have a miserable time. You turn off the game. Then you'll just understand.
I
what the
ran a
rest of
Ball
us-
Factory. I thought I would never play video games again, like all video games, man. When I was running that Ball Factory map, I got like shot by a cannon from off screen. It did like fucking 1.5k damage, just tiny little ball, like the small cannon. I was like, dude, I don't never want to play this
I'm
game again.
convinced he is acting out of
I don't want
touch,
to
so
touch your
Johnathan
discretion.
sends devs back to Per 1.
Wait, you guys from chat
That's
think Jung it just wants to think everything is okay, so he sends devs back to POE1? He's basically lying? Wait.
Oh,
Oh.
true.
I mean, Jung's right, guys. Everything is okay with PoE2. PoE, nothing wrong with Spears. Spears is fine. The game is fine. I'm having tons of fun. Look at me. I can do T15 mouse with no gear.
It's not Spears that's the, like if you don't have archetypes as a problem, the archetypes that are really struggling, elemental cast, okay, fire, lightning caster, what the fuck? Until you go like Indigon or some shit, like it's not a real skill, Like fire caster right now this patch is not real basically, except for the bugged build. The only bugged build, okay? That's it.
My favorite part about Spellcaster is I don't even hear people complaining about it because I don't even think people tried to make it work. I think most people gave up before the league started.
A lot of people are playing cold, like and cold is still really good, especially with what's that support called? That's new support's like fucking broken. But I think that's also like they're gonna nerf the shit out of that. Have you guys talked about what's the support called? Verglass?
What support?
Verglass. Have you guys seen what that does yet? Like numbers wise?
Burglass?
Verglass.
Burglass, yeah.
Oh, it's the yeah, I know that. I
It
know
gives you
that.
3,000% more damage.
Yeah, that thing is dumb.
3,000% more if you set it up correctly. Not like 300% increase, 3,000% more damage.
Burglass?
Verglass.
Yeah, Burglass.
Yeah.
Okay, like if you play Glacial Bolt with that shit, like and actually set up right, Glacial Bolt's what? Base HP 1200 or sorry, 12,000. You summon 2. Each of those 2s I think is like ×3 or ×4. So I think it's either 6 or 8 that you're actually summoning per attack. And then
There's
you can
also
double
a
that
support
health
that
twice.
increases it, right?
Sorry?
There's also a support that increases the health.
Yeah, Glacier 100, and then the tree gives you another, I think 60 or something like that. Or no, tree gives you an extra 200% increase. Okay, so like, and then you just like blow that shit out. It's like it's literally thousands of times more damage because you just have 1,000. Like, it's insane right now, right? So like, and that can be played with like Frostwall as well. But like, that's like where the power is, I think, on this patch right now. Like, it's like random janky one-offs, one-stop shit. But like, I don't think like Spears is the problem. I think like the class that can't use one-stop shit that's super broken. In other words, like Firecaster, which is like the one archetype I really wanted to play, and they fucking nerfed like made Kataba shit with the trigger thing. That's like where the problem is. You don't complain about builds. It's like, okay, what build actually has no option? If you play an archetype and has no option, you can't pivot out. That's shit.
Can we talk about Kitava for 1 second? Have you guys seen the fucking anvil? Bro.
The Quinn clip? Holy shit.
Yeah. It's insane. Like, it's one of those things that gets into the game because, oh, look how cool this is, but then no one ever tried to actually use it in the game.
I mean, it wasn't in the
I
game,
don't
so
know.
no one at GGG could ever play it because Smith wasn't even in the game.
I don't know how stuff like that makes it into the Ascendancy or like
How many
into the
hits is
game. It's 1 hit per each hammer hit. So like if you channel for 4
What?
hits, you get 4 hits.
Yeah,
Of
it's
the
the worst
infusion.
thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
It actually is. Apparently it has some broken level scaling though, so maybe if you use like +7 weapons in both hands, you can make it clear.
What's the skill called?
Temper weapon, I think.
Tempered weapon.
Temper weapon. It's not that broken. At level 40, it's only 3,000.
At 3,000 for like you priest like 4 hits, right? Like it can be pretty okay.
Yeah. Level like reasonably, like let's say you hit like no, the growth per level is not that much. The per level growth is like 9%.
Oh, that's not that OP then.
Level 2700, like it's still good. Like it's single target's like insane probably, but like Lamau,
It's such
you're
a
gonna play that
dope skill.
maps.
It's insane.
Like
Are you taking it?
the worst thing about this whole patch is that they made this skill and now everyone in my Discord spams this tempered weapon meme. Like when they think something's good, they spam the really, really fast one. And then when they think something's lame, they spam the slow one. And it's just like the most fucking like annoying thing in the whole entire fucking world, man. It's actually just so fucking annoying when all you see is just fucking temper weapon in your Discord like all day. That's all they did. That's all they spam, man. It's freaking crazy. But dude, do you guys think this thing is just like, it's just full of shit? You guys all think this is full of shit, right?
What, the ascendancy?
The skill.
Yeah. What I would do if I wanted to rework it is, obviously it would be faster, but when you are like making your fucking weapon, you should be pulsating AoE each time you hit the anvil. And then it's like actually usable in maps maybe, right? Where it like clears around you or something. It don't make sense. You're fucking hitting like fire anvil. Like it should probably do something. I don't know.
I don't even know how to
There's
fix
no
this.
way you are supposed to only use it out of combat because the payoff is not enough to only be used out of combat.
It's not meant to be used in maps. Like
Yeah.
it's just like it's just like having fucking meditate, you know? I think that's how they envision it. I think they like love meditate or something.
I'm surprised they didn't delete meditate when they deleted Grim Feast, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it's just so strong. Having defenses is like insane.
Defenses are still in a shit spot in this game.
Yep. I don't even know how to build. I mean, I think like it's still.
I
the
mean, I have
exact same,
75
right?
blocks, so I'm like vibing, but like if I DA with my shield for one map, I'm pretty sure I'm minus 16 in that map.
Oh, I guess like yeah, okay. Blocks, ES, evasion, that's it, right? And then like yeah, you can get. I've seen builds like 7k ES, nothing else. It's just like it doesn't cut it, man. It's just such shit. I think I don't really want to do the spear thing, dude.
Log
It's
in,
on a
bro.
level right now, man.
No, log
Why
in,
can't you
dude.
do
Play
it?
parry. No, come on, man. You said it was okay. You said I
Yes.
think you should log in and play some
I didn't say
motherfucking parry.
parry
Bro.
was okay, but I just don't want to level right now. Okay, I'll level. I'll level. Okay, I'll level.
Are you gonna play parry?
What's like the easiest skill early game?
I think you should play some parry.
Nice.
No, and spear. Like, is there like a basic skill that's like explosive
Yeah.
or some shit?
Yeah. It's called spear stab. That's your best
No.
DPS skill. Auto attack.
Okay, I'll say the I've never had a slow. I think my Miller time was 230 or some shit.
What the fuck?
Like from the start of the zone. I brought its layout, but like the Miller was like probably twice as slow as it was on Spark or some shit. It was like insane.
Oh, okay. But you can only use one support because they nerfed the monsters by 25%.
Not in
What?
Act 1.
They nerfed the monsters by 25%.
Nah, the nerfs start at like level 8, and it's not even 25% at level 8. It only really is 25% past like level 16.
Okay,
Audio
okay. At level 8,
guy
take off a
underscore
support.
from underscore GGG donated $3.
You have to
Opinion
simulate
on
real
infinite
first.
ritual
You have to
rerolls
real
and
first
defers?
simulate
Live
experience,
now
dude.
at
Supports are like
Seek
minus
Hide the
like
9 channel.
20 damage, dude. Suppose like let's put it this way. What's scatter shot? How much is scatter shot?
Scattershot is 35. It's 190, right? It's times 1.9.
Yeah, it's fucking. That's not like fucking accounted for in a damage nerf, man. You know what I mean?
Just take off a support.
Oh my god.
You have to
I
simulate
think all you
real
want me to
testing,
do
bro.
is basically make like you want me to make like the shittiest possible character before I do
That's
anything
what we
at all, and
had.
then go into
That's
maps
what
and
we
just,
fucking
like, do the
had.
shittiest-
It's not you. That was.
No,
That's what
you're
we fucking
choosing-
had.
You're choosing to be like the shittiest thing possible. I'm like you're just like choosing to like you know the fucking bike meme, dude. It's like you're doing that, but at the same time you stick the stick up your own dick at the same time. Like, oh man, it hurts so much as I fall off the bike into the stick on my own dick. And like, I don't know why I fell off the bike, and I don't know why it hurts so much afterwards. And like, look at me, I'm jamming the stick further and further. And it's just like, what if you just like
Jung.
What if you just didn't do that, man?
Pretend you're not me. You're not you for a second, right? You're not you. You don't have your cute girlfriend that I spy on Instagram. You don't have any of that. You're not you. You don't play the game every day, and you're just Joe Bob. And you watched the Path of Exile stream, and Mark told you Parry and Huntress was good, and that's what you did. Like, just pretend for a second and have that experience for one day. Just be a normal Joe for one day. Then you'll understand why everyone hates the game.
I don't think he will ever understand though, because
But
there's, like,
that's what you have.
No, there's a mechanic execution. Like, you wouldn't think it's possible to die 10 times to fucking Rust King on a warrior. But then, like, I watched a certain streamer die 10 times on a warrior to Rust King, even though you can basically one-shot it.
Yeah, name names.
I don't remember what his name was, but I think he ran out of mana or something.
Yeah, I don't remember his name either, dude. Me neither, dude.
I mean, like, I don't know, man. I felt like that whole experience was some of the worst I've ever had. Like, everybody that played Elemental Spears, Like, except for like Pox or something, because Pox was like, check out my build, I'm so good. I have like this like 700 DPS spear in Act 3. Check me out. Boom, I killed everything. Cool. But everybody else had to literally go to Twister. And they just abused Twister all the way to like...
Did you have a crazy weapon or some shit? I didn't follow the progression plans for anybody. I just like would play my own shit.
Yeah, he had a really, really good weapon. Like really, really early. And he just freaking... And Twister...
Speaking
like,
of good weapons, there's like a two-handed mace that's like better than anything you can find for the entire campaign that you can equip in Act 2.
What mace is that? Oh, the 50%
It's
attack
called,
speed
like,
mace?
Yeah.
Oh, that
like
thing was
Shiaba
nuts,
or
dude.
some shit.
That thing was nuts when I
That
saw it.
thing
I was
is
like,
so
holy shit.
OP.
Holy shit. And that thing's vulnerable to like 60%, dude. And you're just like, shit on everything because your attack so fast, right? Because with all the flat on your shit, that thing is
I mean, it
fucking-
even has good damage if you just look at it with 2 runes, quality it up. Like, I used it till end of Act 6.
Damn, that thing is busted. I saw that. I saw that.
was
I
so
saw
nice.
that. It's so, that shit is so OP.
Well,
there's
one
a
of my
good
friends
weapon out there.
literally used it on Bone Shatter for mapping until tier 10s. And just weapon swaps for a single target.
I mean,
You think
like,
you
if
play
you
that
can
shit
get in the
with,
flat, it feels pretty good, right?
What's the ball skill called on Mace? You know, people were playing that with the Orosawa or whatever it's called last patch.
What's
How-
good?
how do-
Magma balls, whatever. I don't know what it's called. Molten balls.
Oh,
Molten
that thing. You probably could, yeah.
How do you guys feel about the uniques this patch?
So good, dude.
Decent amount of them is pretty good.
They're fucking sick, man. Straight up. That's the only thing that makes this patch like a. That's the big positive for the patch for sure. Easily.
I think too few uniques have value though. Like, I feel like they just drop too much or something. Even the good
They
ones are like
drop
cheap.
Too much.
And maybe there's just too many players or something.
When I
Like, I mean, how many uniques have like value over like 10 act? Feels like it's not a lot.
A
all
few
the
of
ones
them.
I'm using are, and they're all T5. I think my
Yeah,
spear
I-
yesterday was like
Yeah,
35
because you're
results, some
you're a
shit.
streamer cuck, bro.
Yeah, I guess part of it is because there were no fucking build guides, so like no one
Yeah.
had the uniques and build guides. And otherwise, they would probably have value.
People don't even know like I don't know. Yes, like Lyco was fucking 1 exalt yesterday. Now it's like I don't know 2 divine some shit. Like it's like best in slot for Amazon for like a long time. It just doubles your accuracy straight up. Why wouldn't it be, right? There's like I mean that's not new, but like I don't know, just like if you're talking about value of uniques, like why people use uniques, people just like don't look and don't buy them. Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh, holy fuck! Are chargers bugged right now? Also, the landlines?
The ones that charge you
What about
nonstop.
them?
Yeah, they never stop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think apparently there are some bugs with cooldown recovery on mobs. They just don't
Yep.
have cooldowns properly.
So they just
Okay,
keep
'cause I just
attacking
got
you.
rolled like 30 times in a row and just chain stunned by landlines and just fucking had to like. I literally just spammed my flask for like 10 seconds in a row, just getting charged by landlines. I've never seen that before in my life. What the hell?
Yeah, a lot of stuff is spamming a lot more than it was last patch. I
You
don't
think, if
think
you
it's
spectre
intentional.
it, it's OP?
No, doubt it.
What? Okay, you guys brought up a good point. What do you think the stun situation in this game is like currently?
It's honestly fine on a 3k live warrior with like a 3 nodes invested into stun threshold.
I'm playing Rhoas mount, dude. I don't know. We get hit by anything, I get stunned. So like, I just try not to get hit.
I get stunned by every hit, like every hit.
Are you playing Rhoas? You just play Rhoas, dude.
No, I can't. You can't use a row on crossbow.
Doesn't that make Crossbow not a viable setup then?
I don't know. Probably not.
Dude, like that's like. Have you guys thought Rhoas like fucked up, man? Like it's like
It's so
supremely fucked
broken.
up.
That thing
They
is
should
gonna
not
have
exist.
20% less MS next patch or something.
I don't know,
It's,
man.
like, so
I
dumb.
feel like
It's
I
like
feel
Therma
like-
Acceleration Shrine, almost.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it feels.
because you don't have any movement speed penalty, and you could just attack. I was watching Tai Killer play, and he was just like running around the boss, and the boss couldn't do any damage to him because like he just was just so fast. Like the boss, no boss can hit him, and I feel like that's not the like they want to go through all of this stuff and make meaningful combat, and like you just like what kind of combo is like you just sit on a Rhoas, run around the boss, and just fucking throw spears at it. That's like
I don't
fucking
think
stupid.
Rhoas should be 100% uptime. But like now it's kind of too
Yeah,
late to like change it.
Fucking jank ass design, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And then we go, oh man, like the first part of the game is fucking like 16 buttons, freaking like parry, disengage, throw 17 spears, do absolutely 0 damage, and end game is get on your mount and fucking hold down right click with lightning spear. That's like, what kind of game design is that? You go from fucking like 19 buttons to 1? Like the game's supposed to get harder, right? Not easier. Like I don't know. I think the whole design process is fucking backwards right now. Honestly.
Is it
It does
supposed
get
to get
harder,
harder?
man.
No, it
Oh
doesn't
my
get
god,
harder.
my maps right now are just fucked up. At some point, once you respec your atlas away from like shrines and shit, I realize like every map I run right now has like fucking it feels like everything's like 100% increased map effect. It feels like when I go in, I do like a third of my damage versus the white map. Everything is like 3 times as tanky.
See what
Like,
I did, Junk? I spec
it's fucked
essences
up.
and wisps, so I don't have to spec map effect, so my build doesn't look shit.
Do you like that? Are wisps good for like? Are they actually legit?
I'm gonna be honest. 99% of wisp encounters are completely dog shit, and then the one that spawns the unique wisp is actually insane.
Oh shit, I'm gonna do some wisp. I just want to try it. I don't even care about loot at this point. I don't even know, like,
I'm gonna send you a screenshot, Junk.
after that patch yesterday, I don't know, like, whether we're gonna get the game that, like, you know, that's gonna make me feel good about myself.
Oh my god, they buffed my build yesterday. Forgot about that.
Yeah, they buffed lightning spears because the only thing that's good on Huntress, they buffed. Like, I was just like, okay, dude,
And
That's
Stormlance.
like- that's freaking crazy. But attack speed on Stormlance, it's like a quality of life thing, right?
Talismans. Okay. What? No. Attack speed's more damage multiplier.
Don't
The hell?
don't they take like time to explode and you can't put more on the ground?
No, they auto detonate.
Yeah, but they take like a while to detonate.
No. There's no limit.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, then I didn't test that.
What were you doing with this skill, man? Like
I did everything with it. There is a limit, right?
It's supremely sus, dude. I might be really wrong, but it's sounding extremely suspect to me. Okay, let's put it this way. Yesterday,
I thought there was a limit.
Like,
Now
dude,
how
yesterday,
come-
dude, people tell me they copy my build one to one copy my build. I
Mhm.
don't do any damage. I can't clear a fucking white mob. I look at their build. They have 0 flat added damage. I look at their build. They have negative accuracy. The first node they took reduces their crit chance pretty much. You know, like. I just don't believe anything anymore, you know? I feel like people can't even read one-to-one, Rue. Are you one of those?
Yeah, I am one of those.
Are you one of them?
Got a problem with it?
Are you
Got a
Twitch
problem with
chatter?
it? Got a problem with it? I am one of those.
You're an average
I
Joe?
am fighting for the everyday man who can't read, who just want to log in and parry. Are you gonna do a parry run?
I'm not doing a parry one. I'll
Then
press
no-
parry as my movement skill. Okay, how about this? I have to press parry at least 20 times per
dude.
zone. How about this? You have to press parry 20 times per zone.
No, you're gonna do a parry run. You should do a parry run.
I'm gonna. What constitutes a parry run? If I press parry 20 times per zone, that counts, right?
No, bro. If you press parry 20 times, you don't even kill the 4th pack in the zone.
Yeah, you
That's
do.
how many times
you
it-
can parry from one
you-
pack
you-
to the next pack, and then you kill with
No.
lightning spear.
On at League Start, if you did a full parry combo, it took about 60% of the like a white mob's life. No joke. A full parry combo. Like parry, hit the mob, disengage, throw a spear, 60% of a white mob's life. So like you need 2 full combos to kill 1 pack, and then you have to go to the next pack. So like that's only 10 packs. And that's like without stragglers, because if you got stragglers, you have to do an extra combo.
And what changed now?
They reduced the white mob's life.
It's not by like fucking 60% less HP or 40% less HP. It's like 25 at the top end, right?
Yeah.
So they say. So they say.
Oh my god, bro. The schizo
Actually, no,
shit,
that's not
dude.
true. That's
He's
not true.
fucking schizo.
They nerfed the minion monsters by like 60%.
Oh no, they nerfed that one. Yeah. They had like 4 times too much life, right?
Bro, those are so dumb. Like you kill the rare and then there's like 5 mobs fucking whacking on you.
And the rares also have like no life now compared to like League Start.
Really?
Yeah, they nerfed the
What do
rares,
you
right?
mean? No. They nerfed rogue exiles, but like I don't even think those were that tanky. They just healed.
Oh yeah, those guys died like.
I think they
instantly
should
for me.
revert the nerf on rogue exiles, honestly.
Yeah, they don't feel like monsters in maps. They don't, or do
Yeah.
they need to give them like HP scale or
Oh!
something?
The
My
rares don't have
suggestion was
regen mod anymore.
2 options: scale them with difficulty, or scale them with map tier more aggressively than you scale the like normal monsters.
Yeah, I do think
Wait.
normal monsters. When I
Dude,
did
you're so
Pecon pre-patch,
popular.
it was like I think I was in like T14 at like 9 hours or something, and like I didn't notice a single change in like monster HP pretty much. But then this
Yeah.
patch, it's like bosses like you get the first boss I fought in T15 had 1.5 million HP. I was like, this can't be right. And then I'm on like fucking boss tier 2 right now, and the lowest HP that a boss has is 2.5 million, which is why I parked off artillery, because I was like, okay, if I have 300k DPS, and it's like based on my totem surviving, like every boss kill is gonna take like 20 seconds, because like my totems die. Like how the fuck, if the visioned DPS is 500k, how the fuck am I gonna do tier 4 bosses when they have like 5 million HP every single time, you know? Something's wrong with the tuning for sure this patch.
I mean, I think difficulty 4 is like, I don't know, it's like 8 mod maps in PoE1. Like you probably shouldn't be able to just farm 8 mods tier 17 like day 1, you know?
Bro, there's literally a patch Reduce the life bonus of minions of rare monsters from 94. Oh, it's minions from rare monsters. So rare monsters didn't get touched.
Minions.
Yeah. Rare monster minion is fucking crazy. Like that was like.
I still
insane.
think they are too tanky even after that nerf. Like they're more reasonable, but they're still tanky.
Yeah, they do fucking damage too, man. They're definitely like quite threatening.
Where's the rare monster nerf? I thought there was a patch where my rares died so much faster.
You probably equip crossbows, dude.
No. It says all unique monsters have less life.
In campaign.
Yeah. So rare monsters did get nerf.
What?
All non-unique monsters
what?
have less life, tapering from
All
175%.
Oh, in campaign, yeah. 25% loss in campaign.
Yeah. So they did get nerfed.
Oh, most of campaign.
I mean, you might not think of
I thought you meant,
25%
like,
as a
endgame.
lot, but for a ZDPS build, like a rare took like fucking like 6 spear combos or 9 spear combos, and going from like 9 to like 7 is kind of a big deal.
I mean, yeah, going from like 1, it's all about thresholds too, right? If it goes from 1 to 2 or like 5 to 3, it's like also huge. So like it can make a big difference for sure. Because then it snowballs too, because your XP gain is like different, and then like, you know, your gearing is different because you killed more monsters. I see that, I get that. But what you're saying so far about the spear thing, I don't know, man.
Okay,
I'll do it.
just do a run.
I'll go
Everything's
shower.
nerfed already, and still do a run. And
I'll
see
go.
how you
I'll go
feel.
shower and I'll go see what spears feel like. I'm not pressing parry, okay?
Don't be a bitch.
I'm a bitch.
Just do a
That's
parry run.
actually a derogatory term used towards women and dogs, dude. And I don't subscribe to that. Okay, I'm a respectful man. all right?
Since when?
Since when?
Exocon qualifier race 2.
Bro, I can't even go to your stream for more than 5 minutes without hearing cum or like or something like that, bro. Like, stop pretending.
That's because when you come in, you say some stupid shit. It's because you come in, you're like, oh, have you been sucking your cum? That's not my fault, you know what I mean? I'm just replying. I'm just reading out your message like any good streamer would. For another random average Joe Twitch chatter.
That's not true.
That's not my fault, dude. You're
That's not true.
projecting.
That's not
Projecting,
true.
dude. Have you guys played with the new omens, by the way? Oh, are you on trade adventure?
Yeah.
Yo, you should.
I'm on trade.
The active omens are crazy, man. I don't know if they're new or not, but like they're so good.
Which ones?
Like there's the one that's like if you reach low life, it just heals you to full everything.
Oh, I used that one like all league last league.
Yeah, I didn't even know
It's
that was
nice.
there, and like fucking ameliorations back and shit.
You
How
know
long
what
does it
I've
take you to
used
hunt?
for Omen? An Omen that allows you to equip open the strongbox twice.
Oh my god.
No, I use it
Juicy,
for like
dude.
the rest of the strongbox. It's like kind of okay.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, I haven't been keeping up. Has anything happened that I didn't know? Because every day after I logged off PoE, I play for 6 hours and I sleep for like 10 right now. Like I'm so tired, like I just like knock out. So has anything happened that I'm not aware of? Can you guys keep me up to date?
Can you rate my build? That happened. Did you rate it yet?
The poison spear? I haven't. I just saw you play it, and then like things died, and and you were on your Rhoa, and I was like,
But you think
okay.
it's like the scaling's really good, right? It's a good idea, right? It's gonna be like the best spear build this patch, easily. Like no matter how you build it, no matter what skill you use, the core concept is like the strongest, right?
I wouldn't. It's strong, but I wouldn't say strong. I don't know what's going to come out this league because we're still at the start of the league, right? So
Yeah,
I
but the
definitely
base
think you
scale,
can
like,
kill
the
bosses with
high
it,
scaling.
but
Oh, I can already. Well, I'm already at 1,000,000 DPS and kill every boss. Like that's not a problem.
well, you're already at 1,000,000 DPS.
Yeah, it depends on like if the boss like fucking moves around, dodges everything I do, then sure, I guess so. Yeah, it's about 1 mil right now. I mean, it's like 499k, but times 2, you know.
That's interesting. So you think it's going to get nerfed? I'm not even
No,
at
no, no.
Arbiter's.
I've every single day I've asked GG twice at different intervals.
Yeah, but that was weekend. Now it's Tuesday, dude. Tuesday 9 a.m.
Oh shit. I asked it yesterday. I literally asked how they literally buffed it, dude. They would not buff something in there. I've never had it buffed before, by the way. Since 3.14, I've never had something I'm playing buffed. I was thinking about this. Like not a single skill ever from patch to patch.
That's interesting.
It's the first time ever.
Okay, let me
They must
ask
think
you
my
guys.
build's really shit.
Let me ask you guys a question, like a real question. Can I ask you guys a real question?
No.
Like, pretend I'm Zizarin, and ask, and I was doing the interview tomorrow. What question would you guys want me to ask if I was Ziz?
Like a first question or like in
Ew,
general?
you're so popular.
Or just like if
Dear
I was
Cat
Ziz
Meow.
and you guys, I said I'll ask any question you want me to ask Johnathan and Mark. What question would you want to ask? The question is not, is Rue a cat, you little shit? I'm gonna ban you. Better shut the fuck up.
There's so much to ask, man. I wish like we just had numbers and everything.
I
All
know,
the time.
no, you're
I
the
think
number-
like
The number one question.
Yeah.
Your most important issue. I wanna see what goes on in your guys' heads.
I think the most important issue, maybe it's because it's fresh in my head, is they need to fucking release patch notes and numbers like at least 3-4 days in advance. Like a lot of this would have been avoided if people could like figure out builds and whatnot, and like people would actually follow like good builds. Like that should
Yeah, that's my
actually
question,
hurt so
though.
many people. I guess, but like the question would be like, oh, do you plan to do last minute
The
patch notes
question-
every time?
The question guys
Or...
will be, are you fucking dumb?
Question. Did
I'm trying
you
to avoid
play
questions
your
that are like
game?
that. That's like the hard part, I think.
Yeah, but okay. Let's say question.
I would
like,
ask this. I would ask
about
Johnathan,
timing of
can
patch
you
notes,
name
right?
2 on-death effects yet? Because I see at least 3 every single map.
Wait, wasn't that a Gaze issue though? Not.
Yeah. But I mean, he was like, "Is there just bloaters, right? If you can name another one, we'll think about it." But it's like, okay, there's every map I run, there's at least 2 different ones.
I died to an on death effect today. He blew up, took all my life, full to 0.
Yep.
So that's your number 1 question?
Nah, dude. I think this whole fucking QA format is stupid. Like, what I think is the most value is you take people who actually know the game, like through and through, understand mechanics, understand scaling, understand the history, genealogy of what PoE looks like, and you just sit there for a couple hours and just shoot the shit and talk about whatever and make it much more back and forth. Not the stupid like QA fucking, we have this question, okay, answer this question, next one, like, okay, this one's from Reddit. That's like, it's a bad format. It's always been a bad format. It's why we see like podcasting does not look like that right now, right? And why is podcasting popular? Because it's like free flow conversation. The information is actually real, legitimate. Like, you know, JJ's podcast? Like, that's probably like given people more information than any commentary in the past 20 years.
That's true.
If you don't know basketball at all.
That's true.
It's like,
That's very
I
true.
don't know why they don't do that. Like, there's really smart people in PoE that actually know how things work, that actually know how numbers work, that like have thought about like, that think about the game all the time, that are creative, that like explore shit, that like obviously are always pushing the top builds. And instead of like, you know, instead of any of this, it's like, what is this? What are we gonna like? What are we getting out of it? You know? But I watch the Q&A at the end of every fucking patch notes or every announcement. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm sitting there glazed over for like.
Yeah,
what
but you're
seems like
misunderstanding what the
hours.
point of Q&A is. It's not really to inform people. It's a marketing thing.
But I think marketing the game, I think the podcasting stuff in sports has marketed sports much more than anything else has in terms of commentary recently. Like, people are getting really tired of like ESPN type shit and like that kind of stuff. Having that sort of like in-depth conversation, like it's really appealing to everybody, because the truth of the matter is, like, you touch on everything and you talk in a way that's always going to be relatively accessible because it's just a conversation. You know, it's not so formal. It's not so like jargon littered.
Sort of like what we're doing right now.
I really wish they didn't have the policy where like I wish they just had like more people come to podcasts. Like Octavian was like such a good person to like podcast with. Like he actually had a lot of good input and whatnot, right? But now that it is a GGG, you never fucking hear of him ever again. It's kind of unfortunate. Because like he was definitely the type of person that would discuss builds with you if you asked him to.
That's true. That's very true. I kind of miss him, to be honest.
Saw him recently, man. He's
But
like
he doesn't-
6'5", dude.
But he doesn't log on to play like PoE anymore. He logs on to play like tar whatever.
No, he
what's
played
that?
PoE1.
Oh.
Like I think it was Persia or maybe before that. I don't know. I remember he played some PoE1 on stream.
Yeah,
But it's really awkward for him, right? Like, imagine he turns on stream now, like, he would just get a bunch of fucking shit in his chat, right? Like,
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
true.
Man, but the
I'm
hate
gonna
is
go
like
shower,
real
dude.
this
I'm
league.
gonna load
though.
the spear run. I'll see you guys. I'm a dip. I need to
Yeah.
eat too.
What?
what's fun
You're gonna
talking?
dip?
Yeah,
dip
yeah.
on
I'm
me.
fucking just woke up, man. I got shit to do.
Okay, bye. Let me see what the Ziz
should
questions
go
are.
fight again.
Tag me. Wait. Can you link the Ziz questions again? I want to see what Ziz is gonna ask.
Oh, I'm actually curious about that. I hope he doesn't go, like, I don't know. I don't want him to come in as aggressive, but I also don't want him to give them, like, you know, a pass.
A lot of people are unhappy with the current state of the game, particularly our power relative to the monster early builds that are stronger but are the slower and more challenging builds, the intended pace of the game. A lot more people are unhappy with the current state of the game, particularly our power relative to the monster early builds that are. Okay, I think this one is worded wrong. I think what he's trying to say is a lot of people are unhappy with the game, particularly our power relatively to the monsters. Are the builds?
What is the
Are
expected
builds supposed
power,
to be?
right?
Do they want builds all to be like decently paced, or only the meta high powered ones? That's what he's trying
Yeah,
to
but
ask.
like,
right?
this is a dumb question because you already know what the answer is. They will tell you, yeah, we want all builds to feel good, right? But like, realistically, that is not gonna happen. But even then, like, they probably do want all builds to feel good. It's just like not gonna happen in terms of balance.
I
It's like
think-
a kind of empty question in my opinion.
It wouldn't be empty after they asked the question and you said, how are you going to do that? Because they're going to say, oh yeah, we want every build to feel good. Early game, whatever, you know, we want all the games, all the builds to feel good. And then your follow-up question is, how are you going to do that? And that's the real hard questions that people should be asking, right? Because if you don't know how to do that, then where's my faith in you in this game? Where's my faith in the game? Because if you ask me a question right now, if you ask me that question, I can answer it, right? I can literally off the top of my head tell you what skills are probably like undertuned, what builds are overtuned, like within a month of playing the game, right? I should understand the whole entire meta after the month of a whole entire patch.
I feel like as a streamer, you have a pretty big advantage of seeing a lot more builds, just people linking you shit and like talking about it and whatnot, right?
But I also think of my own stuff.
It's kind of
right?
nice. Yeah, I'm not saying you don't, but
I don't know.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, I guess. But they should. But shouldn't someone? But if they don't understand it, how are they going to fix it?
I don't know, but they didn't think grid was a problem until 3 days ago.
Yeah, and then it fucked up my whole entire league start plan, and I'm just like, oh shit, now I can't even play my build anymore.
I'm glad they nerfed it, but it should have been nerfed in patch notes and not later, you know.
I was really upset about that. I was like, why the fuck am I getting nerfed 1 day before freaking league starts, and I have to redo all my plans, and then I ended up playing shitty ass spears and was miserable for 2 days. But anyways, the next question is relative speed of monsters compared to the time of our abilities take to set up. It's hard to set up. The longer combos we're getting swarmed by packs of monsters that feel like they are playing PoE1.
I don't think
question
that's
or a statement?
true, generally.
Do
you feel like that's even true?
That is definitely true. That is definitely true.
Cats can't read letters or words, but they can learn to recognize some words and understand body language and emotions. Understanding words, cats can learn to recognize words like dinner or good boy. The way you speak is more important than the words you use. For example,
my chat is
if you say no in the same
fucks.
tone as good boy, your cat won't understand. You can teach your cat cues like
I feel like
instead of negative cues like no
PoE
or
2,
stop.
maybe you could reduce the base speed of monsters a little bit, but people are asking for unreasonable numbers. I've seen people, just slow down the monsters by 30% or whatever. The mobs wouldn't be able to react to your movement at all if you slow it down by that much.
But here's the thing then don't slow down the monsters. Give everyone better attack times.
I would agree with that. I also think monsters should never have a haste aura, probably.
No,
a hasted mod.
Why don't all the skills just feel better and have better attack? Why is Stormlance fucking 0.55? Would it be that bad?
I mean, I'm playing a warrior right
1.0?
now. Every fucking skill has +1 second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? It's just why don't the player skills just feel better instead of nerfing the monsters? I can tell you that right now playing crossbows, you know how I just hold down Galvanic? I get swarmed. The monsters are so fast they get on me, and I even get swarmed, and I have to dash back and freaking freaking just shoot a full screen clear. So for a 2-button, 3-button combo, that shit is giga cooked right now.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Right? People are just trying to explode the screen, and if they can't explode the screen and one-shot all the mobs, they just get just ran over all the time, I feel like. Especially casters. Have you seen the casters get swarmed? That shit is fucking hilarious.
I have not seen it, but I can imagine.
I've seen the casters get swarmed. That shit is freaking hilarious. They fucking start a map, and one guy rolls on them, and they get stunned, and then 3 guys jump on them, and they just die. And it's
Oh, actually, there is a decent amount of mobs that's kind of bullshit, and that's the mobs that charge you, jump on you, fly on you, fucking those mobs are kind of bullshit. I will give you the monsters that run towards you are usually fine.
Dude, I had 7 rollers roll on me at the same time from full screen, off screen yesterday.
Yeah.
I was I was screaming like a little girl, ah! I was like, oh, what the fuck is happening to me? What is this game? How are you supposed to have meaningful combat and slow skills when this shit is happening? So I definitely understand the point of that. That's that's a thing. Maybe we should just Steel read this. With the large changes only between seasons, people will get very used to the large power nerf or large power and nerfs can feel more jarring. I can't read the rest of this question. Or he's basically asking if they're gonna do mid-league nerfs.
Yeah, I hope they do, but it sounds like they won't.
Okay.
It's not even mid-league nerfs, but okay, I kind of get it from GG's perspective because let's say they buff something mid-league, it's not gonna fucking make anyone log in, right?
Oh, What
So it's
happened?
like a waste. Like they don't get any fucking testing on it anyways.
What are the rest of these? Oh, okay. Are you still happy with doing large balance change between leagues? Okay. That's the question we saw already. What's the next one? Lately on a podcast, you talk about zones aren't necessarily too big. Oh God, I don't want to read this one. I literally just went through this. I have PTSD right now reading this, but not enough stuff to do in them. It's very easy to find things like the campaign boring and repetitive when you are doing them 5 to 10 times per league. Is Path of Exile 2 more?
Okay, no one's doing it 5 times, 10 times per league.
Wait, I did campaign like 15 times a league last league.
Yeah, but like that's like a streamer issue at that point. Like if it's problematic after 5 to 10 times, that's fine. But it cannot be problematic after 1 to 2 times. That's the real issue, right? But
Is
like,
Path of
oh
Exile
no,
2
if a streamer
wait.
gets bored after 10 times, like who cares?
Okay, is Path of Exile 2 aimed more at doing one long playthrough and finishing one character as opposed to thousands of hours per year? Wait, opposed to thousands of hours per year? I don't know what that means. So
what?
I don't know what this. I read it. I don't know what it's asking. So is he asking like whether Path of Exile 2 is more aimed at one playthrough or just like resetting over and over? Is that what the question is supposed to be? I have no idea. On console debuffs, on console debuffs are at the bottom of the screen. Could that be toggled an option for PC players as well?
It's unironically way better. You have no like if you haven't seen it, you have no idea.
Yeah, I know.
It's genuinely way better.
I know. Like debuffs on the top left is freaking like 1999
The UI is just shit. Like debuffs top left, buffs top left, fucking health bar bottom left, mana bar bottom right, stun bar fucking invisible, like cooldowns bottom right. Like how many eyes do you think I have?
Well, I don't know. I died today after not being able to see like fucking like gray on gray or like fucking like brown on brown again. And I don't know, man. It's a coloring thing in this game. It's always been. So
I have that problem on Arbiter. You can say it's a skill issue, but I'm not that slow at reacting. My eyes are too slow at seeing the line sometimes.
I think I have that problem on like Awakener. Anything like red on red or the same colors, I don't see it. I'm just blind and I just die to it like every single time, like in both games. In Path of Exile 1, I feel like we have a lot more effective tools at solving early problems in builds. The skill tree offers more temporary solutions like all the resists and on the skill tree. Plus 30 starting nodes, leech mana fixing points. The crafting bench also helps a lot here for patching your build. Runes are meant to be the solution here, but I don't feel like they're good enough. They do a good enough job. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
I think the problem with runes is not the runes themselves, but the amount of artificer orbs you get in campaign.
True.
You just don't have enough.
True.
Like if every item just dropped with sockets instead of this whole fucking meme, like it would be fine, I think. I don't know. Like that feels like the bigger problem there. And I agree with the skill tree being too weak and kind of boring too.
Wouldn't this game have way better balance if the skill tree was like maybe like 20 to 30% better and all the items were like 50% weaker?
That's what I always say, but they really want their items to be strong. I kind of get it, but like at the same time, like it's so much easier for them too because it sets the power very closer to what you like. It puts the expectation of power like way more clear, right? When you balance around skill tree.
Yeah. And like now, like the items are just like Giga, and then the tree has like no power, and then you just either have these Giga characters or these really, really shitty characters. I don't know. I feel like
you can have 2 level 19 characters, and like you can have a weapon that does double the damage of the other weapon on like between like 2 random players easily. Like,
yeah, easily.
The disparity is so huge.
Easily.
And that's in the end game. In the campaign, it can be even worse than that.
Yeah, like someone could just find like a huge spear and be like, oh, I feel like spear leveling is so good, and then while everyone else is just like, oh, I'm just getting.
I mean, just think of the unique maze I mentioned, right? Like you find that at level 28 and do fucking Jamara or whatever, versus like fighting it on like a blue maze with like 1 fucking flat fire roll. Like it's not the same game.
I would find the mace with +1 fire.
A better passive tree allows the player to mitigate shit RNG during campaign or early mapping. Why even change this?
What are the other questions?
Yeah, I understand that. I think this is a really, really good point. When we saw the passive tree in PoE 2 and we saw the items, I was just like, damn, this feels like this is going to be not so great. But, you know, I said the items are too powerful in the game. But I don't know. They just don't want to change it. halved ailment thresholds feels overly punishing when we don't have any when we don't have as easy solutions to tools. You have one charm slot competing for freeze immune, poison immune, ignite immune, and also chaos resist. Would you consider letting belts get more implicit charm slots based on item level?
I think charm slots should be default for killing Doriani. In Act 3 and Act 6, you get 1 charm each, so you end up with 3 charms. But like, doesn't feel that. I mean, I have a +1 charm anointed right now.
Well, you have an anoint?
Okay. Yeah.
Holy,
it was like 5 exalts. It's worth it. I got 15 rarity for it, dude.
Bro, I don't have anything that's worth anointing. My character fucking sucks.
Yeah, I have the amulet I found in Act 4. It's kind of good.
Damn. Okay. Mana easily gets out of hand for a lot of builds. Wait, I didn't have... Actually, I feel like mana is like pretty good this league. Is mana bad?
I mean, probably just not at the point where we are gem scaling yet, right? That's when it gets bad.
Yeah. I feel like mana is like okay.
I have no issue so far.
It's still bad on spear? I haven't really had a big issue. All right, the masteries also help with temporary solutions. Is mastery something that could return in Path of Exile 2 in the future?
I like masteries a lot personally. It feels like you get 2 notables. Like you really feel like you're getting big upgrades, right? In PoE 1 skill tree sometimes. But I understand why they don't want to have masteries. It's just like in PoE 1, every interesting mastery got removed anyways at the end of the day.
That's true.
Or maybe it's not a good system, or at least they don't think it's a good system.
I mean, a lot of them were just overtuned and overpowered, right?
They were. I'm not saying they shouldn't have gotten removed, but like anything that was actually good ended up getting removed anyways.
I feel like a lot of these questions are like future design questions, and they're not like really focused on like a lot of the like what are we gonna do next week? Because
I like questions that make them answer like like directly.
I
like either yes or no question, or like a question where like you have to commit to an answer instead of being like, oh yeah, we will fix this, or you're like, yeah, we are working on this. Oh yeah, we are aware of this problem. Like that doesn't really tell us much, right? Like of course they're gonna say that.
I like Jung's idea of like free flow conversation, because if you get 2 people who understand the game and they talk about it, it actually like you can like squeeze so much information out of each other and so many ideas off of each other and bounce so many things off of each other. Like this format is sort of like, I don't know, it's too old school and it's too sort of
like I feel like to us it would be 10 times more interesting seeing Mark go to PoE Ninja with like anyone that understands builds and just fucking look at the builds and like say what he thinks about how the builds work or whatever, right? Something like that. Or else like talking about like some builds in particular, whatever.
Or just gameplay in general. Like I really want to like sit down. Like if I had a choice in this, I would just like go in Act 1 and be like, have like a dev sit next to me and be like, I just parried a mob and it did 20% of its life. Do you feel like this is good? Like, do you feel like this is worth doing? Like, because like these are questions that they need to ask. And they're like, and like stuff like that matters, right? Like, are skills worth using? Are they like, is this the pace of game that you want to play? You want us to play? Because that gives a better picture of like what they want and whether if this patch was intended or just bricked. Because we don't understand what their like thoughts are, because these questions don't really tell me what the vision is. I need to know what the vision is right now.
I mean, do you think their vision doesn't change a lot though during the development?
I think the vision changes depending on how much money every league makes. So every single time they're successful in making the league, they want to like be more artistic because they think like this is going to be okay. And every single time they receive backlash like this, they're going to be like, fuck the vision. I need my money. And then like they'll go back to the more like player friendly version of the game. I think it literally bounces between patch, whether the vision is how the vision is, because that's how it is in PoE 1, right? Because
yeah, to a certain extent.
I think of it like this, right? I think of this like games in general. I feel like I said this the other day on my stream. I feel like a lot of devs think of their like they need to paint their masterpiece, and when they make a game, and they think of themselves as more like artists. And I feel like they should think of more of themselves as like entertainers, and they should just try their like number one goal should just try to bring a smile on everyone's face who plays their game.
I mean, the thing is, people want different things from the game, right? But like, you probably have to just try to make the game feel as good as possible for as many people as possible, right? Like you will never make everybody happy.
That's true. But do
But
big
I
maps
agree
make
with you that
anyone
they
happy?
should probably try to.
But Ventura, have you heard one single PoE player go, "I love big maps"?
I've heard people say that about campaign zones, but not maps.
If people say they love big campaign zones,
Yeah, I've heard that a few times. Whenever I bitch about it, there's like a few people in chat that are like, "Oh, I like it" or whatever because of X and Y reason. But like, no one has ever said it about maps.
you know those guys just to say shit to piss you off, right? Your chat, like you have fucking like.
I don't think so. I don't have a bunch of cat memers there all the time. I mean, sometimes I do, but
I feel like those are just the trolls and the rage baiters, bro. I don't think like okay, if you took a wait, okay, we're gonna take a quick poll in my chat right now. Quick poll, guys. Quick poll. Do you like big zones? Do you like big zones? Only in campaign? Okay, all the time. Fuck big zones. Okay, quick poll. Quick poll. I just need to see like on. Be honest.
fuck, I thought they were gonna troll you and everyone vote yes. Dude,
Everyone,
I'm so
like all three
disappointed.
were gonna be right there, 33% each, because that's what they like to do. Okay.
I thought, yeah, they actually hate it enough that they don't even try to troll you.
Holy, they actually did like a real poll. My chat did a real poll because they hate big zones so bad. You know, if they didn't really care, it would be 33,
Yeah,
right? Because
it
that's
would.
what my chat does, because they're a piece
I
of
actually
shit.
thought they would like try to troll you and like just, damn, they actually hate it that much.
Damn. So if the majority of the player base hates big zones so much, what is the reason in having big zones except for artistic vision? Because obviously nobody likes this shit.
I do. The whole big zone thing is like my biggest. I don't understand why is it a thing. I feel like it's one of those things where like, oh, we got the technology to make big zones now. Let's make every zone big type of thing, and they don't like stop to think whether they should, just because they can.
Do you think your
'Cause in
chat is a
PoE1 the
fair
zones are small
representation of the
because-
average player? Do I think my chat is a fair representation of the average player? Hell no.
It's not, but that doesn't
But
matter.
I do
too
think
much.
big zones are worse for the average player than they are
Yes.
for Twitch. Because like people get like these guys navigate zones way better than the average player. The average player will be like me, like going through drown or that drowning zone and just like fucking full clear. And I think that's way more annoying for the average player than actual like Twitch viewer. So I think this problem's even worse for like the everyday player.
I think
Honest-
everyday player will probably be completely fine with big zones on their first playthrough, but like on their like second or third league, yeah, I would agree.
Okay, here's my thing. Okay, the big zone is definitely my biggest problem. I'm all about progression. I love progression, right? Whether it's build progression, item progression. I went on the trade website to buy an item with a ring with two useful mods yesterday because I had no way of getting an item with two useful mods. I feel like that's shit. Like they need to give like early game crafting, like fucking like essences need to be like PoE1 essences, and they need to start from the campaign where you can just start like making some random shit, right? Like it's like you don't get the
You wanna
bulk
know what's
shit
the
anymore.
actual problem? Scours. Because in PoE1, if you're missing one item, you just scour Alkit 5 times and you can equip it.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
scour
yeah.
essence or whatever, right? The fact that you don't have it here is like no one fucking has like 5 bases in their stash to like fix whatever item. And then like doing like 10 maps to get to the point where you can do it. Like, I don't know, man.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay if you had like one mod guaranteed on an item that you think you want, and then like all these other random mods, like how essences are in PoE. Like, I'm not picking up a white spear to fucking essence it for fucking like a
One
random
mod and then
that's
augment
useless.
into Regal. And you probably don't have Regals in campaign anyways. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just feel like the progression there is just like there's almost no progression for me. I'm just literally finding shit off the ground, shit from the vendor, and like if the vendor doesn't decide to sell me something good, I'm just like, shit, dude. I guess negative 17 lightning res is what I'm going to Act 3 with. Like Janora, man, negative 17 lightning res. Let's go. Just finger me in the butthole,
Dude.
right? Like.
I didn't realize how much fucking more comfy this game is. When I click Smith, fucking click normal up, you have cup dress, and you're just fucking vibing, and like you can just change your gear as much as you want while leveling because like you don't have to care about dress. It's so much nicer, and you actually can like get damage on your gear. Like the game actually feels good because your ascendancy just solves like half of the issues the game has.
In PoE 1, you had a lot of this stuff because your tree could solve some of these issues, right?
Yes,
with
the
risk.
tree not having any resist is kind of bad. I mean, you feel this in PoE 1 when you level like a shadow, right? And it doesn't have resist, and you just fucking bitch about it all day.
Yep.
But then like you level a Templar, and like you help Aldra, and your resist is like capped in like Act 2. It's so nice.
I'm also a big supporter of just giving players a little bit more speed. I think monsters are so fast. I don't think monsters need to be toned down, but players being so slow is not exciting. Is players being slow exciting? I think players being slow is not exciting at all. Like,
can we talk about the fucking hidden movement speed penalty on body armor and shields? Like, why is that in the game? Why? I thought there were supposed to be no hidden stats and whatnot. And they made it worse than in PoE 1. It's less move speed instead of reduced.
It's its own multiplier. It's like a 0.9 multiplier, or like
it's like a 0.92 on every character. No, I think it's maybe 0.9
right?
even. I don't know, but it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's less movement speed on like anybody with a heavy armor and a shield on. It's ridiculous. I don't know why. I feel like giving the players a little bit more movement speed makes the game a little bit more exciting, and
having like 10% action speed to players right now would make the game feel good. It doesn't need that much.
Yeah, I agree.
Like 10% action speed is like what? Like let's say 10 move speed, 10 skill speed. Like if you just get that at all levels, like especially early game, it would feel pretty good.
I agree. Right now, I feel like it's a slog, and it needs to like, I feel like it needs to be a bit faster. Like we're not even asking for like Quicksilver Flask, right? But the removal of Quicksilver Flask was like, you're going from like fucking like Ferrari to freaking Honda Civic, and we just want something in between. I feel like I want something a little bit faster than Honda Civic right now.
I don't like Quicksilver Flask. I'm kind of glad it's gone, but like we should be faster than we are compared to the zones and the monsters and whatnot.
Yeah, like it's a combination of things, right? Big zones, slow movement speed. If you want to keep big zones, give more movement speed so like you don't have to like walk in them forever, right? I feel like something has to give, right? If you want to keep the slow movement speed, then make the zones.
Do you think out of combat movement speed is cringe or no?
What do you mean?
Because that's what a decent amount of games does, where like if you're out of combat, you just have more move speed, more regen,
I don't
or
like
whatever.
that. I don't like
Don't
that.
like that? Okay.
I don't like that.
Fair.
I feel like you can put stuff on a tree like onslaught on kill for 5 seconds. That's okay to me.
Speaking of onslaught, I'm literally fucking using helmet that has one line and it says onslaught.
Because you're too slow and the game feels like shit if you don't.
Yeah, I know. It's so sad.
It's like everybody's on a Rhoa riding a freaking with a tailwind helmet, freaking like just launching spears at freaking packs of monsters. And it's like how is that like vision gameplay when like you made the campaign like this, right? Like fucking 3 skills, parry, like whatever. How's like parry and disengage ever gonna belong in a game where people are on their Rhoa mounts throwing spears at like 100 miles per hour, AoEing the screen? I don't get it. What is the vision?
It's probably okay that endgame is faster than campaign, though.
Yeah, but how is a skill like disengage ever going to belong in a game with Rhoa mount and lightning spear? That's the problem,
I'm not
right?
sure about that part.
How's the skill?
It just needs to be a lot better.
How is
okay, what if after you parry and disengage, you get 20% move speed buff for 10 seconds? That's enough to make people actually sometimes press it. It just needs to actually be worth pressing.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
But for so many skills in the game, like if you think Rhoa mount lightning spear is the gameplay, right? Because they put it in the game, so obviously they think should be the gameplay, right? Where the fuck does Firestorm belong in this? Where the fuck does 15-second Flame Blast belong in this game? Like 90% of skills become goddamn obsolete as soon as you go on a Rhoa mount and start throwing lightning spears. So is Rhoa mount and lightning spear not part of the vision and you guys just fucked up? Or
I'm gonna be honest, I
90%
think Rhoa mount is gonna be a lot worse next patch than it is now.
But why the fuck did they put it in? You can't say like this is like you can't say, oh, I'm gonna put a Rhoa mount with like no movement speed penalties and be like, oh, I'll just nerf it next patch because They should know this is what's gonna happen, right? They literally played with the skill for more than 5 minutes, right?
I'm sure they know.
So now I'm asking, why is it in the game when 90% of the skills become obsolete? These are the questions that I need to be. I want Ziz to ask, because
I agree with you, but I think if he asks you, he's just gonna be like, "Oh, then I guess raw amount is out of bounds or whatever." It's better than we expected. We thought people were gonna be stunned more, and the downside is actually like more real or whatever. That is probably gonna be the answer. Despite the obviously that is not what we wanna hear, right? But
yeah,
because like when I open like a Fubs or Jung stream, I'm like, yo, this actually looks pretty good. I might actually make a second character, you know?
Yeah, because everyone's just on the row around throwing lightning spears. Yeah. But the problem with that is like just 90% of the builds are fucking useless, right? They're just shit. Like, why would you ever play them when you clear like 3 times slower than them, freaking get stunned like endlessly? Like you know what? Right now, I would rather them remove Rhoa than fucking Ritual. I'm gonna be honest, because at least if Ritual is in the game, I can go do that shit. Like, Rhoa being in the game, that means I can only play bows and spears for the whole entire goddamn league. Like, nothing else will ever feel good. Fuck the economy, who cares, dude? I'll go play SSF with no Rhoa, dude. Like at least like some part of the game is playable. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like that shit is like toxic.
I kind of get
right now
that.
for the game.
I was definitely having more fun yesterday before I opened like a bunch of stream and saw people on their Rhoas. So I kind of get where you're coming from. And like, I still think Warriors like actually quite good, even in comparison to Rhoas. Like, it's worse than Rhoas, but it's definitely playable. Like, you still fucking one-shot the entire screen with Bone Shatter most of the time.
Can I show you some
Right.
Tai Killer gameplay for Rhoa? Can we showcase some Tai Killer gameplay for Rhoa? Because that's what I
I
was
saw
watching
Tai,
earlier.
I saw Fab, I saw Jung. But I definitely get where you're coming from. Like, imagine you're playing some fucking self-cast shit and then you see like a fucking spear stream.
I need to watch some Rhoa gameplay.
You know Rhoa is OP when Tai hasn't quit the game yet.
I know, right? It's day 4, and Tai is not on old school RuneScape. That means this shit is so OP, he's actually just running through the map, just fucking throwing spears at shit, bro. Like, it's crazy. Wait, is this a boss map? Wait, I don't even know if it's a boss map. No, I want to see a boss map. Guys, this is Rhoa gameplay right now. He's just on his little mount, and he's just fucking like just chucking spears endlessly at mobs until everything is dead. It's honestly crazy. I DM them
See,
to
I
me.
wish this was the norm though. Like, I actually do wish this was the norm.
Like,
I don't
how are
think
monsters
GG,
ever
but-
gonna hit you when you're on this, right? So, and they can't get stunned? Like, am I just gonna force myself to play endgame spears and endgame bows for like the whole entire fucking game? Because look at this shit. Look at this shit. I hope he does a boss. Like, how are 99% of the builds in this game supposed to compete with this? And this isn't a clever use of endgame mechanics. This is just like overtuned caca that made it past Q&A, like for no fucking reason, except it did. Look at this. He just clears the whole screen with one button. Boom, boom, boom.
I mean,
No,
this
I'm
is
not mad.
basically the same gameplay as my Bone Shatter, except he has 3 times the speed.
But like your Bone
this
Shatter
fun
build is
to me.
also.
I watched
But,
this and I'm like, yo, this build actually looks like something I would want to play.
but Bone Shatter is also OP, right? So
It kind of is.
So you're like comparing like a OP build to something that's even more OP, and then you have your dad gamer builds. And
I
what the
guess,
fuck
yeah.
are the dad gamer builds gonna do, bro? Like, why are people playing Firestorm? Why are people playing fucking like freaking Flame Blast? Like, why does any build in this game exist that is not on a Rhoa mount? Because obviously you're not gonna clear faster than them. If you don't clear faster than them, like.
I think in GG's eyes, it's supposed to have a downside of,
Look.
oh no,
look
you're gonna
at
get stunned
this
and lose your
bossing.
raw.
Look at this bossing. Look at this fucking meaningful combat.
Watching? Kinda ZDPS. He is just running circles around the boss though. ZDPS, but it's not like insane.
I'm just saying, I one-shot the boss in 3 seconds. Yes, that's true. That's true. But
Yeah, but he still
my-
spent way longer in that mob than he did.
Yeah.
Even though you watch the boss.
yeah, I still spend way longer. I mean, but my gear is also like a fucking quarter of Tai's gear, right? Like, he has actual gear.
Is it?
I have fucking dog shit compared to this guy. I spent like my whole gear set is worth like less than 10x, maybe 15x.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't spent any money. My gear is dog shit. The only divines I got, I saved. I never spent anything. I feel
Yeah,
like
no.
that.
I watch like I watch this map and I'm like, I think this should be the norm. This shouldn't be like, oh, we want draw nerfed.
Wait, you want Rhoa to be the norm? Then why the fuck do we even make PoE 2?
I don't know. That looks fun to me. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's good gameplay, but it looks fun.
I'm going back on PoE 1. First year league, here I come. I'm recalming idols. Fuck it. Can't handle this anymore. JK, I never want to recalm another idol ever again. That's just also shit.
It really is.
That's also shit. But I'm just saying, like, it's so random, right? It's so random. We want slow gameplay. We want meaningful combat. Let's make Rhoa where we just run around all the bosses and all the monsters at lightning fast speed with no penalties, and we just chuck full screen AoEs at everything. This is worse. This is worse. And they literally just came off of a league where, like, hey guys, yeah, heralds are not acceptable. Like, we don't want you to play cookie clicker with heralds. We want this to be meaningful combat. And then fucking Rhoa mount fucking lightning fucking spear like the second day of a fucking league, and you're like, what the fuck did you nerf heralds for? Why? Just give me my heralds back then if this is gonna be the fucking gameplay loop. Like, why nerf something just to make the same exact shit?
Yeah, that is fair. I think heralds are slightly worse than this because, like, this, for the most part, you would fix by removing the spear skill. Right? Like, it's like, there's like 3 skills that can do this on the Rhoa.
I'm just saying, why nerf stuff just to make this? Did you, is the question really, we fucked up? Or we did this on purpose? What is the answer here?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the answer is, we thought Rhoa mount was cool, so we added it to the game. And then next page, the answer is, the cool Rhoa mount was still OP, we are nerfing it. Also, I do think that they thought the stun, like, you're gonna just get hit and stunned a lot on the Rhoa.
But you never get hit because you're too fast.
Yeah, but if he didn't have enough damage to kill monsters, like, it would be, like, actually unplayable, right? Or not unplayable, but he would actually get off his Rhoa like 10 times a map.
But every time he throws a spear, the whole screen is CC'd by electrocute.
Yeah, that's the problem with the spear skill, kinda.
But they're buffing it. But Ventura, they're buffing this skill.
Yeah. But that's because Reddit is crying that they cannot make it past the campaign with spears. You included.
See, this is like nothing makes sense to me anymore in this game. Like nothing like you want this slow ass game where we do fucking 3 mod combos and then you make Rhoa speed lightning spear that clears the whole entire map in a matter of seconds that AoEs the screen, and then you're gonna buff it. Like, how does any of this make sense to a player that plays this game every day? No. Does this make sense? Guys, type 1 if this makes sense to you. This just doesn't make sense to anyone, right? Like, I don't even, it makes sense to you guys? Okay, those of you who typed 1, are you guys all on your Rhoa throwing spears right now? Guys, type 3 if you type 1 and you're on your Rhoa throwing spears and you don't want to get nerfed. Okay, now I know why you guys typed 1. Okay, you little fucks. Okay, you little fucks.
Yeah, what are the other questions this is asking?
Oh, no, man. Wait, where's the, okay. Defenses seem undertuned compared to offense. Personally, I prefer watching someone to be extremely tanky rather than watching someone with one-shotting a boss. Offensive effectively becomes defense because you can get to the point where you quickly kill, where you're quickly killing the boss, but actually tanking their abilities is a lot harder.
Ideally, you have both options, and neither of them to an like extreme degree, right? But I'm not sure if that's gonna ever happen.
I think what Johnathan would say here is ideally both are complete shit and you're just in the struggle town where you can't kill the boss and you can't tank the abilities and the fun is dodging of the abilities. I think that would be his answer in the ideal world.
Probably.
Like
I mean, I feel like defense, like, okay. I feel like my defense feels fine. I'm also 75% block, 90 all res fucking Titan, or not Titan, whatever, Smith. My entire ascendancy doesn't have a single point of anything except defense. And I think my defense is fine. Not good, not OP, not fucking immortal, fine.
My defense on my whole character is like, I just got the T15 maps, right? And my whole defense is CCing the mobs and full screen AoEing all the mobs and CCing them before they jump on me because they're gonna jump on me from a full screen away and they're gonna like stun my character and the second mob is gonna put his finger in my butthole. So
yeah, I mean that's what the question is trying to address, right?
Yeah. So what are they trying to do here? Do they want us to build defense? Do they just or just pure offense and CC? Because
I don't think you can build defense. That's the problem. Outside of
can't.
ascendancy.
You can't build defense unless your ascendancy has defense. You're just like evasion is fucking whatever.
You
Armor
can build
is dog
ES, to
shit.
be fair.
Huh?
Sure. You can build some ES, I guess, but that's
Yeah,
about
you
it.
could. You could, but that's not defense. That's just pool, right?
No, kind of.
I guess that's defense, like in one way. But anyways,
I'm sure ES still feels fine without Grimfused if you play top of the skill tree, but top of the skill tree just doesn't really have good builds.
No. I think this tree is just like weak, right? Okay, boss fights are supposed to be quite a lot longer, but they do have several one-shots. Wait, boss fights are supposed to be quite a lot longer, but they do have several one-shots. No, nothing to see here, boys. He isn't talking about me. I don't do anywhere near that much damage. This particularly for hardcore gives a lot incentive to drop all defense and go full glass cannon. Build to fight.
I agree with that. Like, it's dumb that like the best way to find Arbiter is to like try to stun him and kill him with a hammer instead of fighting him. But that is always gonna be the case for bossing. I don't feel like hardcore argument should ever be brought up though. No one cares. If you play hardcore, don't bitch about playing hardcore. And I say this as someone who like used to play hardcore a lot, right? But it's just like you can't just be like, oh, this game is unfair in hardcore. Of course it is, because it's not supposed to be played hardcore. I don't know. I really don't feel like hardcore argument is good. I understand that Ziz cares about it, and like, sure, for like events and stuff, there's kind of no point in making them in softcore. So like, if he ever wants to do like a gauntlet type of thing in PoE2 or whatever, then yeah, it needs to kind of be hardcore playable. But
do you think the game currently has a downward difficulty curve? I feel a lot of builds are very weak until cruel and effectively making them effectively making the early game the hardest part. I do think this is the case.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I think the difficulty kind of picks up again if you hit like difficulty 4 bosses maybe after like dispatch. I assume they will be pretty hard. But yeah, I think the game definitely gets easier as you progress all the way until like difficulty 3 or 4, probably.
That's on one of my chatters said this is on purpose. There is no way that should be on purpose, right? Like, okay, the reason why they wanted to make PoE 2 is so they like attract like a bunch of like, because PoE 1 was too hard to get into. Like, they're making the same mistake again because PoE 1 was too hard to get into because the early game for PoE 1 was so like fucked beyond belief. Like no one knew what items worked, how items worked. Like you have to like freaking vendor certain things to get certain things. There's like a million skill gems in one little box, and then you don't know which act your skill gem is in, and you don't even know what the fuck is going on half the time while a fucking Rhoas is mounting your ass. Like instead of you mounting the Rhoa in PoE 2, the Rhoa is mounting your ass in PoE 1 as soon as you get to Mudflats, and that's why no one fucking play that game. And they made this whole new game to get all these people in. Isn't it supposed to like teach people the game and have this difficulty curve go up so people can learn the game instead of being like act 1 you're fucked and then the game gets easier?
I think some people will make the argument that it's good that your character feels stronger though as you progress through the game, right? Like people are gonna make that argument, which like I kind of get, but it does feel weird how difficult Act 1 is.
You should get stronger.
Act 1, but like campaign.
You should get stronger, that's true. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this question. I feel like if I were in the perfect world, I feel like to me as a player, the difficulty curve shouldn't spike up. It should just be flat, and then the spikes are only for like the content that's like really, really hard. Like you're doing a boss and the difficulty spikes. Right? Like Act 1 should never be harder than maps if you have the proper gear. But right now maps are like, I don't know. I quit because I couldn't kill A2 boss, Sag. You should have did what Tai Killer did, which is go to town, grab a quarterstaff, and auto attack the boss to death with a quarterstaff. I'm not even kidding.
I don't know. I see people typing skill issue in chat. I quit before the Act 2 boss on minions. You probably just played minion build or something. Unlucky. Next time, click warrior.
I mean, I saw someone said Spicy Sushi took 17 attempts on Jamara Man in Act 2 or Act 4 or Act 5. Sorry, Cruel Act 2. So it's not just you. PoE streamers are having trouble with the game. So
to be fair, it's not like PoE streamers are good at games. Let's be real.
That's true. I'm fucking complete ass, dude. It took me 22 minutes to kill him, and then I had Jung come on stream to flame me, saying I did something wrong, and that spears are fucking OP. Fuck that little clown, bro. I'm gonna go finger his ass after stream, that little shit. And then after he says,
I hope he looked up the speedrun and has a bad time. I really do.
After he says I didn't know what to do, he refuses to play like parry. And he goes, no, I don't want to play parry. I just want to play the OP
To
shit.
be fair, he wouldn't have played parry even if it was good.
What do you mean? I
don't think he would play parry even if it was good. I know I wouldn't.
See, you guys are doomers, right? You guys are doomers. There's a lot of doomers right now who are just like, the future of PoE is dead. I don't know.
I don't think
I
that's
feel
true.
like I just don't understand a lot of decisions they make, right? I honestly don't understand it, right? Like I was speaking earlier, like there is no need to put in Rhoa plus Lightning Spear and then buff Lightning Spear if you want to remove clear speed from the game, right? If you want like all of these skills to be viable, you can't make stuff like this. I just don't understand because then no one's gonna play anything else because everything else sucks. And then you're gonna get the same exact problem you had last league, which is attribute stacking, hold down, right click, monk goes do, and then we're just gonna be like, okay, so what are we gonna do? Just like not farm the whole entire league and just go play random builds? Like it's just like the same shit. They need to just remove that. They should just disable that fucking gem like right now because that shit is fucking stupid. It's honestly.
Yeah, but
just
then
fucking
like
stupid.
you have like fucking 60% of the player base going from having fun to fucking installing last epoch. Like you can't just remove the fucking Rhoa. It's the only thing that makes Fabgun and Jung and Taita have fun. It shouldn't have put it in. You can argue that, but like I don't think they should remove it at this point.
Well, I guess we're back to attribute stacking fucking monk for a whole entire league again. Like, if you're not playing the build, you might as well not play the game. Like, then I guess I'm just gonna
Fine, it's
not
not
play
fun
the fucking
because
game
Monk
and
doesn't
go
have a
fucking do
Rhoa.
something else until like they fucking decide to make a proper balance patch. Like, it's I don't know. It's fucking stupid, dude. It's so fucking stupid. Like, what are my choices? Either get on a mount that fucking like stops you from not like from getting no movement speed penalties and not get stunned, or fucking have every monster hit you in the game and just get stunned endlessly. It's stupid. It's honestly stupid. I can't handle it. I'm not gonna look at 4chan leaks, okay? I don't care about your little 4chan leaks, okay? 4chan is literally like the truth social of Reddit, bro. Like, I'm not going on truth social, okay? And posting with fucking people with their fucking theories and shit.
It's not even new, fortunately. This is fucking same shit from like months ago. Why are we even posting it?
I don't know, man. I don't want to like discourage people. I don't want to like bash the game. Like, I just want them to like freaking like, I just want to understand what goes on in like design decisions when with this shit, because they have to understand how skills work, right? They designed them and skill combinations, and you can't tell me like this is like correct in any world. Anyways, next question. Is there another question? Armor break effective. Wait. Armor break effectively disables armor as a defense, particularly for hardcore. I know what Ventura's answer is going to be for this.
I'm actually gonna have a different answer.
Okay, what's your answer?
Surprisingly enough. Armor break punishes armor builds less than non-armor builds now after the last patch. Because on other builds, you get hit once and your armor is instantly broken and you have increased physical damage taken. But on armor builds, sure, you lose your armor, but you don't get fully broken, so you don't get the debuff.
Holy!
So it's
he
actually
knows
kind
what
of not
he's
that bad
talking
on armor
about.
builds.
Holy, the streamer actually knows the game. Oh no! Well,
So like, yeah, it does suck. Don't get me wrong, but like it does suck that there's a like mechanic that breaks a defense you invest into. But
not true. Sunder Boys mobs now one-shot high armor builds. Okay, but that's one
is
mob,
probably true.
and every other mob fucks everybody else more. So like, you can't say like one mob like is like the baseline here, right?
I know exactly what mob type is he typing about though. I've eaten the Thunder a few times.
That shit. I mean,
That shit does like 3k damage. It's pretty ridiculous.
pushing feels almost buggy or similar to desync. Could we have more
Yes.
sources of push resistance or something like strength or heavy armor giving implicit push resistance? Would you consider removing it until it's better in a better state? That's a good question. That's a really good
I agree
question.
with that. It feels very bad on Malak getting pushed around.
It feels bad on any character getting pushed around. It's
Yeah,
really
that's-
jank. It's really jank.
It's
and you're,
awful on like some bosses that have huge hitboxes too, like the fucking Kitava and the other guy. Like you just feel like you're not playing the game.
but what's the other option when a mob pushes you get mini stunned? Because that's what PoE 1 was, right? They roll into you, you just get mini
Yeah.
stunned.
I don't know what the other option is. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, during early access, the ease of testing builds is important to players. Are there plans to lower respec costs further to allow ascendancy respecs for early access testing? I'm saying like, that's like.
I think respect costs are low enough, but I do feel like they should allow ascendancy respects. But in their eyes, and that is true, is if they allow it in early access, they can't really take it away, or people are gonna fucking cry
they're gonna
out
bitch.
a shitstorm. So.
Oh, this is a good question. Aim locking on some things can feel clunky and is unintentional, particularly on the Colossus. Could shift attack or something similar bypass aim locking?
Yes, that would be nice. Leap stun feels kind of ass sometimes with that too.
Aim locking is kind of is ass right now.
I think it's fine if you have the option to do both with like some player input, and then it's like fine.
Oh, he
But
asked
yeah,
a
I
question.
agree.
They asked a question about bleed and energy shield, so that's like really specific to like a few people, I guess. Mace auto attacks feel disproportionately strong compared to active abilities. Oh my god, I can answer this question. Yeah, so if Mace auto attack feels strong to other abilities, the easiest thing for us is just to nerf Mace auto attack. That's all that they're gonna say.
I don't even think that's necessarily true. It feels like that in like Act 1 for sure.
No, I played Mace auto last league. That shit is kind of strong.
It is pretty good, but like I think Arrow Shatter does more damage than Mace auto attack, for example. But like maybe that's only Arrow Shatter.
I use Spear auto attack till Act 3. Hey, were you the one of the people giving feedback, and that's why they're buffing Spear throw by 25% because your ass fucking used Spear auto attack for fucking until freaking Act 3. Ignite proliferation taking 2 seconds to proliferate seems a little non-functional. What went into change? What went into changing prolif from the way it was from POU 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was a bad change.
I think that's just a part of we hate fire spells, so we have to make them as bad as possible.
What's worse for fire spells? What's worse for fire spells? Be honest, guys. What's worse for fire spells? Them making ignite proliferation for last 2 seconds, or them adding Rhoa in the game where spear skills get to use them? What's worse for fire skills?
I don't understand how you cannot cast from Aroa, by the way. Like, okay, I get that you cannot attack with a mace from Aroa, maybe, but like, why can't I just cast my Flame Blast from Aroa? Maybe that's the fire spell buff we need.
You can't even use a crossbow skill from Aroa, and that's the same thing as using a bow. I don't know, man. Movement speed is massively different in PoE 2. In PoE 1, you can replace a character's movement speed with Whirling Blades and other movement abilities like Frostblink. In PoE 2, we can't, effectively making it a mandatory stat. With that in mind, would you ever consider removing it as an explicit on boots and making it implicit?
I can answer that question. We would consider it removing as an explicit, but we are never making it an implicit. Nah, I don't know. Move speed boots are mandatory. It is what it is.
Oh,
I don't think there's fix to it.
I mean, there could be a fix to it. Put all the movement skills back in the game.
What about a way of... Okay, 30 Spirit Reservation, get 20 move speed if you don't have move speed on your boots. Or 15 or whatever Spirit Reservation.
I mean, then that's mandatory for everyone.
No, it's only if you don't have move speed on your boots. Like, you would still not... Like, you would still rather have 30 MS boots than that. I'm saying kind of like the % life mastery in PoE 1.
So, like, just have everyone use that mastery until they get boots?
Kinda. I don't know. It's just like right now, there's just no options.
How about this?
Outside of implicit.
Give every class 15 extra movement speed so the game doesn't feel like shit, and then we don't have to worry about movement speed boots as much.
That's not how it works. You would still worry the same amount about them.
No, it would feel a lot better. If you have 15% movement speed on your boots, like getting 15 speed versus getting like going from 30 to 45 isn't as big from going from 15 to 30. IMO.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like I would feel the same way. I would still feel like I need to get... Like, PoE 1, right? Like, I have fucking infinite move speed from other sources, but I still want my boots to have 30 MS.
Here's a real question. When I equip 35 movement speeds on my endgame character and spec every single movement speed on your tree, I end up with about 60-something movement speed. When I'm attacking, my movement speed goes to 15. How is that compared to a row amount?
Bruh. You can't just make every question about the row amount. This is why they make Ziz do the interview.
That shit needs to get removed from the game, like, right now, man. Like, right now. Like, it's worse than, like, last league. I would rather watch people spark again than just, like, have to play, like, Aroa, like, on every single build. Because that's what the game is, like, freaking became. What is this?
I don't think they're nerfing Ra mid league, by the way.
How fuck is this character so fast? Oh, because he has a Quicksilver flask.
What the fuck?
How the fuck did we come from this game to what the fuck I played 3 days ago? What the fuck?
How old is this video? I'm just curious, how old is Huntress?
It's 3 years old.
And then they released this shit with Perry. I haven't played it yet, so I don't know how it actually feels, but...
You should try it. Well,
Being
wait,
in his basement.
would I know that? I miss Chris's voice, bro. I miss it like every video saying this is Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. Holy fuck, this version of PoE 2 looks so much more fun. You just pop off and like...
I mean, the only difference is the skill speed and move speed, right? Pretty much.
I mean, he's dashing towards like all the monsters. He has a fucking like, look, he just zoomed across half the screen.
Yeah. But would he be faster than a raw mount?
No, fuck the row. Oh my god.
Wait, are you telling me they have a sprinting animation for Huntress, but we can't use it because we are too slow?
No.
I mean,
No, they didn't.
Maybe that doesn't appeal to everyone, but that video definitely looks better than the speed we have right now, at least to me.
What do you mean?
And I'm sure the entirety of your chat, so...
The sprinting animations on the Rhoa mount.
True.
They put it. They just drew the Rhoa over the Huntress, and then they put the animation on that. Anyways, I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot of questions to be asked tomorrow, and
I feel like they're gonna be two generic questions, where like I would be able to give you the answer that GGG will give them.
that's true. That's also true.
I guess that's what I want from the interviews. I want questions that I wouldn't be able to answer, pretending I'm GGG, you know?
Ah, I see what you're saying.
Because like if you ask them, oh, are you happy with how 0.2 is received or whatever, or like, do you want the game to feel like shit? Like, of course they're gonna say no. We want the game to feel good.
But
That is an obvious answer.
But the question shouldn't be, do you want the game to be good or feel good? It should be, how are you going to make the game feel good?
Yeah, I get that. But
How are you going to improve Huntress leveling right now in the next week? They should know that, right? And the thing that they wrote out isn't it. I'm telling you that right now. It is not it.
there's a bunch of attack speed stuff, right? That probably will make it feel a lot better, though. No, I haven't looked at the actual numbers.
If the answer they give is make parry 14% better, I have no hope left. Like, if that's the answer. If the actual answer
aren't
is
aren't they making parry like AoE or something? Is that only like slightly bigger or something? Because like if it's like actually noticeable, that might make it good. No,
I have no clue. I have no clue at all.
they basically. I thought there was something about just like making it easier to parry.
I don't know. They said they were looking into it, but they didn't say they were going to do anything. They didn't do anything specific. So I don't know. I have no idea. That's what I said. I said parry should, number one, when you parry, it should hit a cone in front of you. The disengage skill should be on par with the fucking retaliation skills in PoE, where it AoEs down a whole entire white pack. And then it should give you 3 frenzy charges to throw 3 fucking spears to kill the next pack before you go into parry again. Not this fucking like if I have to parry once per 2 packs, I'm okay with it. If I have to parry like freaking like once, like twice every pack, that's just ridiculous. There's no one's gonna play that. And then then I go from pain and suffering, and I'm parrying like twice a pack in white monsters in Act 2, and then I go on fucking Tai Killer stream, and I see this motherfucker on a fucking chicken going, throwing fucking spears everywhere, and the whole screen is exploding, and I'm just like, why the fuck am I even playing this game, bro?
I see a good question in chat though. You think Huntress is bad? Have you seen what they did to Hexblast? Bro, that skill is wild to me.
No, I have not seen what they did to Hexblast. I have not.
I mean, basically, you know how they nerf curses and like increase the activation time, right?
Yeah.
They also made it so you can no longer use Hexblast with like Blasphemy, and at least 50% of the duration of the curse needs to expire before you can press Hexblast.
Are you
It's
serious?
so unusable. Yes.
Did they buff the damage?
Yeah, by like a little bit, not even by much.
I mean, oh my god, as soon as I got on the map, I just got rolled on and then jumped on by a monkey.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. See, this is what people are talking about, right? Like, as soon as you get in the map, you have these like 20 movement speed characters, and you can't even react because the mobs are so fucking fast. They're literally like turbo Quicksilver mobs, bro. And they just jump on you non-stop, and the only way I survive is to AoE the full screen with CCs. If I don't do that, I am fucked. Oh my god, it's just non-stop, bro. It's non-stop, dude. It's literally non-stop. Oh my god. Dude, I'm just getting rolled on non-stop, bro.
Bro, this is the first movie I've done in 3 hours or something.
Dude,
And this is your experience.
I mean, like, this is the experience with normal Joe, right? They're like, fuck this game. They come back. They're like, okay, I'll give it another shot. And they just get rolled on again by fucking, like, roly-polies and freaking... It's just like, welcome back to hell, bro. Even though this isn't a Diablo game, welcome back to hell.
Yeah, when is Diablo 9 coming out? I saw you
I don't
talk
know when
about
Diablo
it.
9's coming out, bro. Diablo 9's already out. Look at this. This is Diablo 9. Non-stop charging. Dude, this guy doesn't even have a cooldown. Zaki, that guy doesn't even have a cooldown. He's just a monkey who just jumps on me non-stop. It's just like jump, 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 jump. Motherfucking leap slam, motherfucking warrior from BLE1 in a monkey costume.
They might as well rename it to Karn, dude. That's his build.
Shut up! Stop mocking me. Parry him, Jesus. I'm ban that guy. Ban that guy. Ban that guy who told me that. Ban that mod. Ban that.
Wait, did you see this screenshot?
What screenshot?
I don't know if it's real, but if it is, that's a aware moment.
Or which one? I didn't see it.
I posted it in your chat.
Posted in my chat.
Don't know if that's real, but if it is, then yeah, XD.
Oh.
And there's a second one in the inventory, you know, just in case.
I hate this game.
Might as well reset the rig. Like, why am I playing the game anymore?
And you know what that guy's gonna do? He's gonna go mirror spear to get maximum damage, hop on his roll mount, and just start going.
Oh, I thought he was gonna buy an apartment. I'm surprised.
Oh, he's probably gonna buy an apartment. He's probably gonna RMP those mirrors and go buy the first apartment he sees. To be honest, I don't know, man. While I'm just struggling because these monkeys have no cooldown and they're just like jumping on me nonstop, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Nowhere safe, dude. I don't know what to do, dude. Yeah, guys, I wouldn't have this problem. Wait, there's like 3 rares here, bro. Last interview, GGC gave example. I'm giving you an example right now on stream. Like there's. I think they're aware that, like, a lot of these... Oh, my God. These monsters... Dude, the guy has Mana Siphoner, and he just rolls across the screen. Oh, my God. Look at this dude. What the fuck is this map, man? How am I supposed to 3-button combo these monsters? Please, inform me. Inform me how am I supposed to 3-button combo these monsters. They just roll...
What do you mean? You do your combo from a Rhoa, and it's no problem.
Shut your mouth! I hate the Rhoa! I hate the Rhoa! Remove it from the game! Remove it from the game! Guys, this... Oh my god, this is actually... Guys, that's what you have to do. You see that? I have to full screen AoE and just CC, or I just get rolled on and I just die. Like that! Like that!
Holy shit, this map is actual cinema though. Actually, I'm so glad I'm playing this fucking warrior shit. I can like watch your stream, type get W.
Oh shit! Now we get a wisp to empower the roly-polies and the jumping monkeys. Great! This is just what I wanted. This is just what I wanted when I play an ARPG. Empower roly-polies and goddamn monkeys rolling on me all the time. Oh my god, it's fucking over for me. It's over for me. It's over for me. It's actually over for me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, help me. Oh my god, he's fast. Oh my god, he's fast. It's okay, get stunned. Bro, come on, man. Oh, fucking blow my brains out, man. If Ziz needs an example of why you can't do 2-button combos in this game, just show him this map. That's all you need to show him. And
I mean, why are you putting in a double haste mob with like triple damage mod through?
That's not, there's no damage mods on this.
Yeah, I know. There's like nothing on it.
And it's already undoable for fast characters, dude. I don't know, man. I don't understand what they're doing, dude. Oh my god, dude. Meanwhile, if I had a Rhoa mount, I would just go on the Rhoa and then freaking just like one-shot like everything in the game. Cool. Dude, how do you do 3-button combos when the game is like this, dude? When these things are in the game, I don't get it, dude.
Easy. Button number 1 is Rhoa. Just start with that. What's the problem, bro?
So everything is just Rhoa related. So if I'm not playing Rhoa, I might as well just like scoop it up, go play like another game.
Yeah, you could.
At least, guys. At least the like look at the bright side, right? I still have PoE 1, right? Like I still have PoE 1, right, guys? Like it's not over for me.
Yeah, you have settlers.
Like the D4 players, they don't have anything else. Like it's either D4 or they're like fucked, right? Because D3 is oh mega low.
What do you mean? D4 players are still playing D2.
True. At least I have POE 1 still. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine, guys. I can clear this map.
Honestly, watching that map, maybe Warrior is better than I thought it is.
Dude, I have to like dodge all of this shit. Oh my god, and I'm fucking stunned. My gear is garbage though. Like, I should be able to one-shot all of these guys like freaking...
Yeah, fair, but like your solution to the problem is just, oh, I can one-shot these, and then it's not a problem, right?
I mean,
I can
what
just
else do
stand
we
in these
want to
mobs
do?
and actually fight them, so it like feels okay.
I mean, I don't have options there. Like, there's not enough defense you can build on Ranger to like, to make it worthwhile to like, you know, try to like tank them, right? So all you can do is just CC all the monsters, and if you can't CC them, you're fucked. It's okay, I have that Ventura, so I could just blow up the rare in like half a second. Oh my god, dude.
Do you know if Ritual can spawn a boss in PoE 2?
Ritual can spawn a
mob boss.
boss? What do you mean?
Yeah, I killed a mob boss inside of a Ritual, I just don't know if it will actually spawn it or not.
Hey guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at this goddamn fucking monkey. Alright. We're just gonna run back, or we're just gonna kite this monkey halfway across the goddamn map because he's like freaking faster. Where's the loot? There is no loot in this game. Where's the loot? It's nowhere to be found. I got all the loot. This is the loot. That's the loot. You struggle, and then you loot your rares that have nothing to do with your character, and you just vendor them all like that and that, and then like you get crossbows that are white, and then you do that, and then you're just like boom. All right, that's shit, and then you go boom. And then you go boom.
I mean, you'd say no loot, but like...
Wait. I have to regal this. I can regal this.
No regal. This is a greater essence of physical.
No way.
Don't regal that.
That's like a T5 like flat.
It's still good enough, no? Maybe not, actually. The essences are kind of cheap this league.
How much is a greater essence?
I don't know. Not that much. Like 2x.
I can't even use this crossbow because I need accuracy. I want a regal accuracy because without accuracy, the crossbow's worthless.
Then, well, then use attack essence.
Attack essence.
I think there is one.
I'm just gonna regal it. Like it. Watch this.
I hope you get some dog shit.
I bricked it bad, dude. I didn't even see that. Why the fuck can my character not move over there? What the fuck?